high. He walks in and the rumors sigh. Channel 404, catch the wave. Don Flurgan, bold and brave. He reads the drama, cracks a grin, makes the whole wide internet spin. If it's messy, he's on time. If it's chaos, he draws the line. From the screen to your living room, he brings the boom, boom, boom. Don Flurgan, breaking it down for you. That's the news with attitude. Channel 404, you know what to do. Don Flurgan, he's coming right through. Yeah, when the timeline starts to shake, he knows what's real and what's fake. Smile on cue, suit pressed clean, king of the clip, if you know what I mean. Don Flurgan, breaking it down for you. That's the news with attitude. Channel 404, you know what to do. Don Flurgan, he's coming right through. Right through. Yeah, Don Flurgan, Don Flurgan. Oh yeah, Channel 404, and the whole world tunes in today. Turn it on, tune in.
Sorry about that, folks. Fake out. Good evening. Welcome to Channel 404 News. The microphone was under attack just for a second. He doesn't want us getting this information out, folks. He doesn't want us getting this information out. No worries. How are you all doing on this lovely evening? I'm Don Flurgan. This is Channel 404 News. Quite a night we have ahead of us tonight. You know, I kind of had a look at this when on our stream the other night. We really it just kind of sparked in my brain when we were looking over this quartering stuff and looking over some of the perks he was having on his stream. It just didn't make any sense. And so I decided, hell, I'll take a look at it. Donnie will take a deep dive. So tonight we are going to expose what is the quartering.com's membership and all the perks that you get along with it. So what we're going to do tonight, we have that ahead of us. We have a hilarious... and also, quartering came back to Twitter, everybody. Another lie. Is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised that quartering's back on Twitter? Oh, but I'm just posting about watching movies, guys. I mean... You know, everybody, you know, people lie and people are hypocritical, but rarely, you know, do they just contradict themselves in the same day, same sentence, same breath, just so consistently. All right, how is everybody doing tonight? Oh my goodness. And hey, I see your comments about Baxter. We're going to have to limit our Baxter exposure because he's quickly becoming, you know, much more of a star in the show than I am. So we're gonna cut that back. All right. So, enough tomfoolery. Is the quartering membership a scam? Now we are going to get into this. Not quite yet. We're gonna let everybody flow in here. Don't worry. I'm not gonna sit there and bury it till the end. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do that to you. Now, but we do want to give people a time to get in here. We do want to give people a time to get in here. Let me raise my seat. Let me sit up here a little bit. There we go. Sorry, this new assistants and everything like that. We got a whole new team in here, folks. We're on a rocket ship to the top, so we got to make sure we got our ducks in a row. So first of all, what we got going on here? Nope, not that one. Oh, got my video player. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. So if you'll look at here, the quartering was back on Twitter. I mean, and honestly, I didn't, what was it? Hotep was the one that actually brought this to my attention. I think he brought it to most people's attention. The lighting's looking good. Thank you very much. I'm going to try to read the chat, everybody, but I do want to make sure that we're, this is a serious news broadcast with serious news. You know what I'm saying? More serious than, pizza orders gone awry. So the quartering, he alluded to the fact on his, his Wednesday stream, I'm going to have to reactivate it pretty soon. So, so that way people can't take my, my handle, which that would be kind of funny, to be completely honest. But how long does that take? There's no way if you just deactivate it for a few weeks that somebody can take the handle. I feel like it has to be much longer than that. We all know why he really reactivated it. And what did he say? What did he say he was going to do? He said he was going to reactivate it and then just deactivate it again. 30 days? Yeah. I mean, honestly, that was shorter than I expected. But what was he gone, like 18 or something like that? Longer, I'll give him longer than I expected, though. But you know what, though? It's not like he actually quit Twitter. He was just on alts. He was on numerous alts, still consuming, even if he wants to cope to himself, like, well, no, I was just, getting news stories. You can get news stories other than on Twitter. And also, that was like, we talked about this a bit. That's probably the worst part of Twitter is consuming all this, like, negative, content, toxicity, all this kind of stuff, right? And, and obviously, you putting that, you posting back out into the world and into the Twitterverse is obviously another bad part of that. But I feel like, you ingesting it, that's like more of the issue. But anyways, what do we say? What do we say here? People have the superpower to rationalize. And that's what quartering did to rationalize his reason for creeping around on alts while convincing himself that he actually quit Twitter. He's like, man, I wonder why it was so easy to quit Twitter because I never actually did. Interesting. Brad Cool. Hey, shout out to Brad Cool. We are Brad Cool Unlimited approved. Just saying. Yeah, he wasn't too happy. He wasn't too happy about the broadcast tonight, folks. He thinks that, we're like altering websites and stuff like that. I don't want to break his cover in case he is truly one of the most deep undercover trolls I've ever seen in my life. But we see you, Brad Cool. All right, so he's out here, thank you to Hotep. Thanks to Hotep for, showing us that the quartering did come back to Twitter. And, of course, we are absolutely so back. And then who also decided to bless our page with Twitter this morning was Chrissy Mayer. And you know what's so funny is like she can't just be like tweeting something about like, it's a nice day outside or, hey, just taking the dog on a walk or, on a vacation or something like that, right? No, it's her quote tweeting something about this Celine Powell woman dropping claims that she just, gargled the rock's bottom. So, right? Anyways, for like 500K or something, right? I don't know. This may be true, may not be true. But anyways, apparently she got paid 500K. So Chrissy says, sounds like she hit rock's bottom, Ba-doom. Can we get that little ba-doom here for her? Hilarious, comedian Chrissy Mayer. And so I posed the question, which is worse? Blowing a dude off Craigslist in a bathroom before brunch or tossing the rock salad? I don't know. It's just a question. I don't know the answer. Only you fine people at home know the answer. Now, hold on. I thought I heard a tornado warning. It might just be Jer incoming. Hold on. All right, no, I think we're fine. All right, it did actually sound like a tornado warning. So I saw this guy. I'm going to be honest, I don't want to talk about him too much because this guy is just slapping away at anybody who seems to look at him in a incorrect way. So, but if you haven't seen this, get this story out there. Hopefully YouTube answers it. But this guy, Liam, has just been going around and like false flagging. And the reason why I bring this up too at the beginning of the broadcast is what Hambly's been up to. Absolutely, I think fed into this guy's belief that he can just go off and go into this rampage and start flagging channels and it'll actually work. Is it just a coincidence that, you know, now people have been getting taken down left and right because of Jeremy Hambly, the quartering, and then all of a sudden this guy he did like a 6-hour stream where he's just going there like, where he's just sitting there just, you know, flagging people endlessly. It's crazy. So I just thought that was crazy, right? And I think this is absolutely one of the, you know, basically just like, you know, was it collateral damage to what quartering kind of made okay on the internet and on YouTube, right? So, all right. Now, oh, one quick thing here too. 1 second before I, one thing I also thought was really funny, let me pull this up real quick, is quartering, he's hiding his replies, right? So if we go here, obviously I'm blocked. Oh, hold on. Oh, new tweet, 20 minutes on breaking. I need, Chip, God, all right, Chip's got to get our breaking news animation working. All right, so live tomorrow. I hope we live tomorrow too. Live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Can't wait to see you all. I know it's early, so grab your coffee brand coffee. I mean, you can't even tag your own company. Tag the company, jeez. So, new time slot, new format, all weekends news to get you caught up and help kill those first few hours of a long Monday. You know where. Wait, why wouldn't you say where? What? That's ridiculous. All right, you do know where, right here on Channel 404 News. That's where you can that's where you can find this is actually where you find the best Hambly content, all right? So, all right. Enough with all that. Yes. Hold on. So, if you'll notice, let me make sure nobody, because I do have images of it. He started hiding replies. I mean, who's surprised by that? But what I thought was really funny is that everybody, hold on here, is that these replies, and they have even more now. I just marked these a bit ago. They're getting more likes and views than the actual comments, than like the live comments. You know what's hilarious is I'm pretty sure whenever he started doing this, he didn't realize that you could view. Honestly, I didn't even know at the time that you can actually look at all the hidden replies. Because if you go back to that, he actually stopped doing it for like the rest of the day or something like that. He would like stop doing it once people like exposed it. So I thought it was pretty funny. But now he's just like, no, I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. But yeah, this guy. Look at this. This gentleman's asked look at this nice gentleman asking how his weekend was. He gets hidden? What? What's that all about? It's interesting. All right. One thing so before we get into this, folks, strap in, and as Quartering likes to say, strap on. So, on our last broadcast, right, we were going through one of his videos and kind of like a brief overview of something. He brought up an ad for his ridiculous website, right? And I was looking at some of the perks, and some of them were just outright like false. Like they were just not they were not available. Like I knew for a fact, even without being a member, I knew for a fact that he wasn't providing these things. So I was like, well, hey, Don, don't be a hypocrite. Join. See the perks for yourself. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you get through that wall on the quartering.com and you're just getting hit with perks left and right. So I was like, all right, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I bought him a cup of coffee. That's what he always says, right? It's the price of a cup of coffee. So anyways, so let's go through the first here. So this is on his website, right? Jeremy Hambly. This is really just to bring up how cringe this is. No corporate overlords, no teleprompters. I mean, that is actually true. He needs one, but that one is actually true. There is no teleprompters. There should be. Now, just unfiltered truth about the gaming industry, entertainment, and the culture war. Now, we know he hasn't updated this in quite a bit. First of all, the picture is definitely not updated. But, sorry about that. We started as a humble gaming hobby channel and exploded into a global powerhouse, influencing millions with raw commentary on pop culture's biggest fails and triumphs. The end here. Our daily streams don't just break the news, they ignite conversations that shape the discourse. I mean, his chat is slower than mine. Genuinely. His chat is literally slower than Channel 404 News. Are you kidding me? So, just now we go over their dysfunctional family, bringing you daily chaos. First of all, half the family is gone. The family is, like most families, it's just broken in half. Anyways, so we have, of course, Jeremy Hambly, host and founder. Hannah Claire Brimelow, pop culture maven, sharp takes, sharper wit, Soda Gate survivor. Jesus. Pop culture maven? Hannah Claire is like the least pop culture, just to give Kino Casino a little shout out too. They even mentioned she didn't even know anything about it. Like, what was it? There was like the Star Wars movie. Oh, she didn't even know the Return of the I forget which Star Wars movie it was, but she didn't know anything about it. Anyways, so Luke Rutkowski, investigative reporter, street level scoops, global corruption exposés. Now this one, Luke is actually probably the most accredited of all of them, right? Oh, The Force Awakens. I'm sorry. It's just coming to my brain now. Yeah, that's because there's been so many Star Wars, stories out there. And I mean, just recently, the Grogu and the Mandalorian one, that's just crumbling. Anyways, sidetrack over. So Luke Rutkowski, I might be butchering that. Anyways, so he's actually the most, accredited of all these nincompoops, right? Then we get Melanie Mack, gaming and tech analyst, console wars veteran, anime deep cuts. Go boom. Now, the Kino Casino did go over these before. I remember seeing these cringe headlines on their stream before, but I know they kind of did like a surface level on just the website. And I'll be honest, whenever what we're about to go over, I was honestly surprised that somebody had not exposed this yet or had not gone over this yet. But then it kind of just dawned on me, well, nobody's willing to give this guy $6 to get into this, ridiculous membership. That's just how boring it is. They're not even willing to give up $6. So, but don't worry, I stole it off a homeless person, so we paid the $6. But anyway, before we get to that, here's some of their value propositions, right? So why join the inner circle? You have the uncensored Discord. And then you have a message with Jeremy. It says, dude, your question was popular. Melanie, I can't stop thinking about it. And then this is finally a place where we can speak freely. And then us, anyways. Join the conversation Big Tech wants to silence. Then we've got exclusive content. Interesting. Exclusive behind the scenes, raw vlogs, studio tours, and personal updates. Okay. Interesting. Then, you're just supporting the mission. Your membership funds the legal battles and keeps independent media alive. Stand the line. So, this is a very important part of this, right? We're going to go down this entire list. These are the main value propositions and the perks that you get whenever they're trying to convince you to be a quartering.com member. First of all, there's a month. You know how you usually have, usually when you do like a tiers, because it says go to the tiers, and it's just these two. Usually the tiers have like different perks, like the higher tier. Like obviously you do get the 20% off, but usually it's also like, you know, HD, full HD, full 1080p, or, just something, but it's just the exact same thing. Just with the, obviously you do get it cheaper, your 20% discount. Anyways, I just went with the monthly. We'll see if I stay on, see if they won me over. So, all right, let's go down this, right? So you get member only videos. We're going to go back over all of these, right? Private Discord access, early stream access, exclusive sponsor discounts. This is an important one. Ad-free experience, direct chat with Jeremy, monthly Q&A sessions, and member badge on streams. Okay? Those are the perks when you're thinking about joining quartering.com and buying a membership. This is what's supposed to onboard you, right? Convince you. Well, let's first look at what is the definition of a scam. A scam is a dishonest scheme meant to trick someone into giving up money, personal information, access, or something valuable. In simple terms, a scam is when somebody lies or manipulates you to take advantage of you. Oh, we'll come back to that later, actually. That's just a little funny addition. So, all right. So, what I'm going to do, what I did is I put together a little video of me going through my membership. It shows I purchased. Now, of course, I blocked out a bunch of information, and I'll go over that, right? Because obviously I'm not going to, there's also secret things that I'm not going to divulge because they are paid. It is a paid wall. It is a paywall. So I obviously don't want to give up information that you shouldn't be able to access without paying him the money. That would be, not good. But anyways, so let's start here. Hello. Welcome, Marty Powell. No worry, that's my name. That's not my name. My name's Don Florgandy. All right. Welcome, Marty Powell. Yay! There we go. We are officially a quartering.com member, folks. So whenever you go into your quartering.com membership, here's your dashboard. You get member exclusives. Now, here's the thing. A lot of these are zoomed in just for the broadcast, right? To make it easier for you to kind of see the information. But I do have the raw footage, right? So I have the raw footage with all the URLs, all the entire browser. So if, please Brad Cool out there. I know you're saying you could manipulate things and everything like that. Obviously, that is true. You can manipulate browsers and things like that. But anyways, just to explain, of course, these are zoomed in. You're not going to see, anything in the outliers, but I do have all the raw footage, obviously. But all right. So first off, well, I just joined. I'm excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me go join all my freedom thinkers and I'm ready to talk about America. So first off, I see, okay, we got the members only discounts. I'm like, oh, that's incredible. I get discounts just for being a member. That's incredible. So let's go check them out, shall we? Now we get to our member discounts, right? We have Coffee Brand Coffee. And of course, I blocked all the codes, right? Because obviously, we'll get to it. But obviously, I didn't want to divulge information that is only privy to members, right? As far as the names, of course, you should be able to know the names. But so we have, of course, Coffee Brand Coffee, Billetong USA, and we'll go over who these all are, what these companies are. Sheath Clothing, The Cultivated Mind. Now, this one is blocked because for YouTube's terms of service, because it is a firearms and ammunition store. So I wanted to play it extra safe, right? Because we know Jeremy Hambley does not like bad information about him out there. So I didn't want to give him any leeway for him to try to take down Channel 404. You know what I mean? But like I said, of course, I have all the raw files and all the raw recordings. Excuse me. And of course, Meta PCs, who he has a very close relationship with. Let's go forward, shall we? So first off, let's go to Meta PCs, shall we? So we click on Meta PCs. That's strange. It's a 404 error. It leaves anything. But as the out of the box thinker, I was just like, well, what if it's just a bad link? What if it's just a bad link? Don't get too excited. So what if it's just a bad link? So what I did is, well, let's just go the regular route. Okay. So we go and we get this new Shadev 3 added to our cart, right? And we got to upgrade to 1440p, right? So we upgrade to 1440p, obviously. Then we go to checkout. And this one, we apply the code manually. And it actually worked. This one worked. Incredible, right? So no problems there. The only thing that is kind of strange is that it is marked as a military and first responder discount. It doesn't actually say, you know what I mean? It doesn't actually come up as like a quartering, which they're supposed to be exclusive discounts, but that's being nitpicky. You are getting a discount, even though it's $33. I mean, you're just covering my shipping protection, but that's fine. Now, so Meta PCs, no problem. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to ammunition, the ammunition and gun sponsor. Now this one, unfortunately, it's gonna, I left this the shopping bar in there just to kind of show you there's a website, but I just got to play it extra safe with YouTube. This is the only pages. These are the only pages that are fully blocked because YouTube is that's just how it is. And what I'll probably do too is I'll make a separate version of my video for Twitter and then a separate one for YouTube to show more information. So, and honestly, this one doesn't even have a problem. So as you'll see here, we put in the code, right? Loads in, no problems. It works. It works. Hold on, folks. We got all right, minor issue there, folks. Sorry about that. Okay, back to the nonsense. All right, so our discount for the guns and ammunition worked just fine. No problems. So now we're going to Cultivated Mind. Now, Cultivated Mind, it's one of these immunity boosters. They randomly have dog treats too. Immunity boosters, radiant energy, whatever that is, and then some brain powered, pills. I was going to go with the immunity renewal because, I feel like my immunity system's down a little bit. But I was like, let's power our brain a little bit. So I went with the Brain Squared. And I'm excited. I'm like, okay, this sounds great. So I'm ready to get in and get my discount as a brand new Cording.com member. Go through the checkout. We go in here. We apply our coupon. I'm like, hold on. Wait, what happened? Our coupon expired. Wait, what? Wait, why did our coupon expire? Cannot be applied. So what it was, some of these too, is they either had like a year on them or like a month on them. Because I was like, and maybe it just wasn't updated in the system, which it should be anyway. But maybe they just update it as it goes and you just have to fill in the month or the year or something like that. I was trying anything to get these codes to work, folks. So unfortunately, my brain is just going to go on unpowered by Brain Squared. Unfortunate. So we tried, now we go to Sheath Clothing, get a great 30% off deal here. Welcome, quartering fan. And I'm like, oh, great. I was just in the market for some camouflage polyester boxer briefs. So I bring them up. Of course, I select they have my size, which is perfect, triple XL, which not all retailers have that. So I was pleasantly surprised. I understand why Jeremy prefers this brand as well, too. So I pull them up in my cart, ready to ship them, ready to get them out, ready to wear them, quite frankly. They seem breathable. Put my discount code in. Then, wait, hold on. My discount code doesn't work. My discount code doesn't work again. What the heck? So now I'm completely briefless. My brain is unpowered. So I'm like, I'm just, frustrated. And I'm like, all right, well, let's go to Biltong. Let's go get our 12.5% discount on some sausage. Everybody likes discount sausages. So I get these chili drawers. All right. I just genuinely don't know how the heck to say that. So I get some dry 8-ounce chili drawers. And hold on, folks. Hold on. Sorry about that. I need to Sorry about that, folks. This is giving me a little bit of trouble. It shows for you, but not for me. Give me 1 second. Here we go, folks. It's show business. What can I tell you? So we get our chili drawers. We apply our code here. And then all of a sudden, coupon cannot be applied because it does not exist. I mean, go back and just play this again. Coupon cannot be applied because it does not exist. That's strange. Now we have 3 unworkable codes. I'm looking for all my discounts. Now, with the owner of the quartering.com being Jeremy Hambley the Quartering, and the owner of Coffee Brand Coffee being Jeremy Hambley, the Coffee Brand Coffee code should absolutely work, correct? I should absolutely be getting a discount on my Coffee Brand Coffee, correct? Let's check it out. And notice how it says, use your code for 20% off your July order. And what was interesting, the code was for I'm not going to give the whole code, obviously, but the code was for November. So I'm like, at first I thought maybe this just wasn't updated, but I'm like, well, the code says a completely different month, so I'm guessing that'll work anyways. So I go in, I'm like, all right, well, I'm frustrated. I'm briefless. My brain is completely underpowered. I don't even have any sausages. And so let me just calm down and, let me to the, discreet aroma of a great cup of coffee. So I go and I obviously, as soon as I scroll through, I see the strawberries and forced cream flavor. So we get the strawberries and the forced cream. We add this to our cart, obviously. Yeah, we just get just going over some of the information. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the nutritional facts, or we couldn't find all the ingredients. That was interesting. So we go in, got our strawberries and forced cream flavored coffee. Please enter a valid discount code. This is Coffee Brand Coffee. You are the Quartering. How is this? How do you not even get the discount code to your own company not work? I checked this 3 different times, folks, because I was like, there's no way. I tried different alterations. I was like, maybe the month just wasn't updated. Maybe the year wasn't updated. Even though it should be, right? That shouldn't be on the onus of the customer. That should absolutely be the onus of the business owner. But I tried multiple variations of this. Like, there's absolutely no way. So how is it we are now the majority of our... Now let's go back to this real quick. One of the major selling points, exclusive sponsor discounts. Now, technically, there was a plurality. There were two. But the thing is, if you remember, one of the discounts, the one for Meta PCs, was actually a military and first responder discount. It wasn't an exclusive discount, but that's being picky. You still get a discount. And it technically is multiple discounts because one of the other ones worked. Right? But the fact that you just don't, the quartering, you can't even get into the coupon for his own coffee doesn't even work. That was just absolutely ridiculous to me. I couldn't believe it. I genuinely couldn't. Now, let's get back to our video here. So here, one of the other value propositions was, the live streams. And so this is where you can view the live stream, because what I didn't understand about this too, if we go back to the, if we go back to this again, ad-free experience and early stream access. What does that mean? I tried to look for any, like in the terms of, I looked in the terms of service. Was there like a particular wording I wasn't getting? I wasn't understanding. But it didn't make sense to me because early stream access, the stream just starts when the stream starts. It's not like it starts early for you and then 10 minutes later it starts for even though that'd be ridiculous, 10 minutes early. But an ad-free experience, that is an absolute lie. The ads are built, he says them live. There is literally no way to get around the ads unless you mute him, which I'm guessing most people do. But there is no ad-free experience. Right? So let's go through this again. So this is our members only video. These are our members only videos, right? Now, what was sort of fitting apropos about these is look at the latest the last video from back in March of 2025, dealing with haters. Absolutely incredible. And then chores with Jeremy. Interesting. Dealing with haters was happened to be the most recent members only video. But this is honestly, like, that is funny, but honestly though, members only videos, nothing's been uploaded since March of 2020. It has been over a year, folks. Over a year since you've gotten member-only videos. He admits to this live on stream, too. So, now the Discord. I tried to get in this Discord so many times. Right? So, I tried to connect to this Discord. Now, we know he's been locking it down recently because of trolls and everything. I wasn't going to go spam a bunch of nonsense. Excuse me real quick. Trent Johnson, thank you so much for the 5 gifted kick subs. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm so sorry if I missed anything, folks. This is our first actual monetized kick stream, and our YouTube channel will be we're just waiting for YouTube Studio to update so we can do the monetization and all that kind of stuff. But I want to do a more direct thank you here after this segment. But so we connect to the Discord here. We try to, at least. Alrighty. Why is it? All right, there we go. So we try to connect to the Discord here. It says quartering paid members area only. I made sure none of this information would be like proprietary to where you would have to pay for it or anything like that. I know proprietary, but you know, behind a paywall. Okay, wait, why is this not showing for me? Let me, sorry folks, this video player, but he's hiring the smartest hackers in the world to prevent this from getting out, folks, but we're not going to let him. We're not going to let him stop us. We're not going to let him stop us, folks. All right, so we get in here. We try to join the Discord, right? We load up we click authorize. Now I have it all because this is like one of my actual Discord handles, doesn't link right back to me, right? But so what I wanted, so I just blocked out all the Discord information. Or I blurred out like all the Discord information, so nothing would get leaked or, you know, anything like that, right? But I do show where it should show up though. So this is where, if you're not familiar with Discord, whenever you join a new server, what happens is that new server pops up at the very top of your servers, of your Discord servers. This is just a random one, and then this is just like an RP one. The Discords I'm in are mainly like GTA RP and World of Warcraft servers. Anyways, so as you can see, back here, apologies, see back here again, I'm quarteringless. I'm without quarter Discord. And what was strange, though, is that this popped up. It says, submit a question to the show. And I was like, is this maybe like a test? Like, is this something that I have to do in order? Because I know he's locked down his Discord pretty strict, to a pretty strict degree, right? And so I was like, maybe this is something I have to do to prove my loyalty and my fealty to the quartering Jeremy Hambly. So what I do is I type up a very serious question here. I actually did try to make it. I tried to think of something that he think an actual fan would ask. So I ask him here, do you think Trump will find a loophole to serve a third term? I think he's going to say since he didn't serve 2 consecutive terms, he could serve a third. I hope he doesn't because it will only have negative impact on the Republicans. That sounds real enough, right? That sounds like something one of his fans would say. And you know, I actually have, and just a quick update to this, he got back to me today. Do I have this? And let me make sure I pull up the right one here. He got back to me. Says, I don't think so, but I agree. I hope he doesn't even try. I just hoped he was memeing on people. Sent at 4 o'clock today. Thank you, Jer. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Hey, we want to give him his credit. Honestly, I wrote that to him recently because I thought about that not too long ago. It wasn't today, but he had got back to me pretty quickly. I was pretty surprised. So thank you, Jer. So I submit this, and I also wanted to show I don't have any pop-ups on. I turned off all of like my ad blocks, my browser guards, everything. Because I was like making sure it wasn't a pop-up that was blocking it. I tried to go through everything, folks. And now, so what we do, and I tried again, and to unfortunately no avail. It just sends me right back here. And again, no quartering Discord. I was on ESPN though. So, and then this is another, so we just kind of want to recap. Now the Discord thing, right? What I think he wants you to do is to now email him. He's so big on emailing. For somebody who has like 2 million subs and is such a success, how the amount of emails he must be getting must be insurmountable because he tells people to email him all the time. But here's the thing. I think the Discord, because I do think you are able to join the Discord, but the thing is, what about normal fans that he just thinks are trolls? I paid you the money. It is a perk. I should be in that Discord. Now, if I join there and start doing some, doing nonsense and doing stuff against TOS, obviously ban me. But if I'm a paying member, let me in. Let Donnie in. So here we go. Now, these are some other partners that I found here. Okay, hold on. Sorry, folks. I'm going to have to use a different video player from now on. This keeps going out on me. But luckily, we're almost done with this video player. Anyways, so I basically go to these other partners. So he has Private Internet Access, Sheath, which was the clothing brand, Veebs, and Coffee Brand Coffee. Brands that support independent voices. Members save big. So I click on them. I'm like, okay, great. I want to save big. I'm a member. But hold on. It just sent me right back to the quartering. I clicked for my Private Internet Access membership and just sent me right back to the quartering. Okay, maybe it's a fluke. So I click on Sheath. Well, what the heck? Sent me right back to the quartering. Now, but remember, let me make sure I don't get my facts. Make sure I have my facts straight here, folks. Remember, because Sheath was also on the other members' discount screen, and that didn't work either. When we were trying to get our camouflage polyester boxer briefs. So we have Veebs. Send us right back. Interesting. Okay, so I guess we can't get private internet access. We are going without our boxer briefs yet again, and no Veebs. Now, Coffee Brand Coffee did in fact work. Because I was thinking maybe these are just placeholders. Maybe these are just placeholders and they were never meant to work, right? So what I did is, well, actually, let's go through this first. Because what I did is I also went to the Wayback Machine to check if these ever worked. And we'll see that in a moment. But all right, but first, Rumble Premium. Now, people kind of knew about this, that his Rumble Premium code wasn't working, but I wanted to double check for myself as a member, as a paying quartering member. So I see there's monthly and there's the annual. Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure, so I enter the quartering code, apply. Sorry, this code is not valid. Interesting. So maybe I was just like, maybe it's just only the yearly, the annual. What if I can do the monthly? But then I get another error. It says this code is only valid for annual subscriptions. So not only do I get it in the first place, but the people that were previously, you had to sign up for the annual Rumble subscription. You couldn't just pay the monthly for the discount. It's absurd. So what I did is I wanted to make sure, I was like, maybe I was being too harsh on them. Maybe those links were never supposed to work. Maybe they were just placeholders and to show, right? So I went on the Wayback Machine to one of his peaks in the middle of 2024. It was like the middle of 2024, plenty of traffic. And then here we go, our sponsors. Unfortunately, a lot less sponsors now than there were back then. Ooh, the golden era. It's over, folks. So I check on Veebs, and it sends me to this other sponsor website, and it goes to Veebs. Values-based shopping made easy. Okay, great. Go to Sheath. It sends me to Sheath. Great. Private internet access. Now, I'm just guessing that they changed their domain, because they still are a company. I did check, and they still are a company. I'm just assuming that they just changed their domain. Their domain. I don't know, but it should have worked anyway. But anyways, so if we'll go back here, let's go back down this list, folks. Member only videos. There hasn't been a member-only video in over a year. Private Discord access. You know, I'm going to actually give him a pass on this because I'm assuming you can. Well, actually, no, because I'm assuming you can if you email him, but that's absurd. I paid the money because here's the thing. Say you don't give him the right answers. It's not like I just email him and I automatically get one, right? What if I say something wrong and he's like, oh, you're a troll. You're not getting in my Discord. You just paid the $6 because you wanted to get in my Discord. Right? So that's crazy, right? Because obviously, you know, I'm, you know, what do you consider a bad actor, right? But I'm sure there's plenty of other people that probably got caught in the crossfire. But he's banning people for saying, smash that like button and hiding replies to asking how his weekend was. You don't think some, you know, genuine fans got caught in the crossfire? Absurd. Get it together, Jer. Exclusive sponsor discounts. Now, this blew my mind. There technically is a plurality, right? There technically is a plurality of the discounts, right? But the thing is, it does say exclusive. And that one of those discounts, the Meta PC ones, who he seems to have a very close relationship with, right? It's alleged and, you know, thought that he took over Player One Coffee to make his coffee brand coffee. Now, but it isn't exclusive, right? Because it did say military and first responder sponsorship. And if you remember, the initial like link to it didn't work. It was 404 error. It doesn't work. But you are able to do a little bit more legwork and use the code. But you know what I will say though? A lot of customers or a lot of members probably just click on that link, see that it gives the 404 error, and then probably give up. A lot of them probably just think, oh, this is expired. This doesn't work anymore. And they probably don't go through that legwork. Flurgandy is popping pills watching Flurgandy right now at Applebee's. Hey, everybody say hello. Hi, Jer. Hey, Jer. How you doing, buddy? So, ad-free experience. How? Literally how? There is absolutely no way to have an ad-free experience. It is built into the content. Right? He does them live. It's not like a, you know, just YouTube video. Because if this just said, here's the thing, if it said ad-free content, I'm wondering if you know what I think? I'm wondering if what he's meaning is the website. Like the website is ad-free, which is insane because there's like ads for, was it? I mean, I'm sure it does have his coffee in there. Yeah, the quartering.com, it has a link for his coffee and everything, and you don't get a discount on the coffee. That's absolutely an ad. But I wonder if that's the technicality he's trying to hinge on. It's like, oh, well, the website is ad-free. But you know what he's trying to get at, right? Direct chat with Jeremy. Now this, I mean, you could do this every morning, Monday through Friday, ladies and gentlemen. All you got to do is say something mildly abrasive and he'll interact with you. And don't worry, we are going through that, I mean, monumental quartering crash out tonight. Monthly Q&A sessions. Now, I was hoping to get in the Discord to see if they do this. I just highly doubt it. Quartering, prove this to me. You know what? I will go on record thinking I highly doubt that he does this. But he did respond to my email pretty fast, but I just feel like there's no way he does this monthly Q&A sessions. You know what? I'll eat my words if you do, man. But and then member badge on streams. You have to test. I'm not worried about the member badge. I'm sure you do get it on his live streams. Unfortunately, I'm banned. I'm muted in his live stream, but so I guess I don't know. Do I get my member badge? I don't know. Anyways. So this is, I mean, all jokes aside though, folks, Jen, let's go back to this. right? Wait, let's go back to this, huh? A scam is a dishonest scheme meant to trick someone into giving up money, personal information, access, or something valuable. A scam is when someone lies or manipulates you to take advantage of you. Right? There are absolutely false promises on here. I do want to make sure, I do have to be careful, right? I do. But this is absurd because we know he doesn't like bad information about him out there. But this is insane. There, at the very, very least, there are false promises here. In my opinion, this is a scam because there are just things that are outright false. These perks do not exist. Some of them do, or some of them, right? Some of them do. Some of them don't. Now, I'm telling you, there's going to be technicalities that he can get off. He can get around here, right? Members only videos. There technically are, but they're a year old. Early stream access, nope. There's no way that can happen. He streams live. The private Discord access, I couldn't get in. And I can only get in if I give him the right answers. I'm assuming is if I email him with the right answers, or if he doesn't like my answer or my email to him, is, oh, you're a troll, which I guess I am, but honestly, because one thing we have to make sure, and this is what I wanted to go in the frame of mind with, right? We have to put ourselves in the frame of mind of an honest customer, and fan of Jeremy's, right? Because you can't just go in the frame of reference of, oh, is this going to be a ripoff? Everything like that, right? No, because does the genuine, honest Jeremy Hambly quartering fan get what they're paying for? And I don't think that they are. I do not think that they are. Direct chat with Jeremy. I'm sure if you actually make it in the Discord, technically you can, right? I don't know, were you DMing him at night, or man, I don't know if you want to have a late night DM with Jeremy. Monthly Q&A sessions. Show me them. Member badge. Sure. Why not? We'll mark that as a check mark. And like I said, the exclusive sponsor discounts, you couldn't even get a discount to the company that he owns. What are we talking about? Insane. And another thing too, it's like most of them they're advertised as they should be working. Now, there was also another page. Oh yeah, there's also this commission. You can actually earn commissions for getting other members to join, which is wild. But basically, if they go through a 30-day trial period and they stay through, you get a commission. You get a commission for everyone, right? Do good, get paid bigly. He just can't stop himself. Now, I thought I had this pulled up here. Because, one thing I'll just say is, on the contact page, I don't want to reveal anything from the members side of things, but he does have a link there that says for the Discord, if you have issues, to join the public Discord and contact a specific person. I won't name them, but it was like a screen name anyway, but it says contact this person on the public Discord and we'll get you in the Discord. Tried to join that Discord. Nothing. Couldn't join it. Could not join it. Now, what does this all mean? Is he trying to lure fans in with false promises? Do I think that he's just he set up quartering.com to be an absolute, he's like, I'm trying to steal from these people. I can't wait to take this money from my fans. I don't think it's that. I genuinely think it comes down to pure laziness. And he just draws up all these elaborate plans that sound amazing on paper, but they take hard work even when they're not working. And I think that this website didn't go nearly as well as he thought it was going to. And when the memberships weren't there, he just wasn't going to put in the time. Because here's the thing, he'll put in time if he thinks it's going to earn him money, right? We saw how much content he steals on a daily basis with his shorts. But I think it just didn't go as well as he thought it was going to go, and he didn't want to put any more time into it. And so I do think that is a significant difference than like an actual like charlatan that's just concocting a plan to just to steal from people. I think he went in there trying to think that this was going to be a big thing and he was going to get people to sign him. He has his commissions and everything like that. But it doesn't make it that much better. It still makes, you know what I mean? The people that are still paying you monthly are still not getting what they're promised. So I just thought that was an absolutely insane, I don't know. It just blew my mind, especially the fact that the coffee brand coffee one's not even working. It just absurd. I want my boxer briefs. I want my discount. All right. All right, folks. Well, all right. Now, would you want to, there's a couple of ways we can go here, right? We have the Scott Schaefer video, or we have the Friday quartering crash out. I don't know. I'm really leaning towards the quartering crash out. Don is a true investigative journalist. Bravo. Thank you very much, Sector. We do as much as we can. I am disappointed. Keith, I am disappointed. You know? Thank you for all the follows, everybody. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows and new subs. Can I take this time in between our segments here to say thank you so damn much. The Channel 404 news team, my producer, Chip Rundown, myself, Don Flurgandy, we couldn't be more thankful. Oh, Baxter couldn't be more thankful as well, too. The fact that we have gotten over 1,000 subs on YouTube in just over a week, and you know, we're doing well on Kick. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. I couldn't be more appreciative. We're just having a blast with it. We're having fun with it, people. People are jealous of my hair. I get it. But we're having fun with it. Yeah, as far as the dropship quarter, now Scott Schaefer goes a little bit more into this. I was going to look a bit into that, but Luther Morgan, if you don't already subscribe to Luther Morgan, obviously do. He's just done incredible work, and him and Misty Mochi on exposing like the coffee brand coffee, and Scott Schaefer actually goes a little bit into it in his video as well too. Eric Foreman, never heard of him. So I was thinking about possibly doing the Scott Schaefer video, but I got to do this Friday crash out stream, folks. I mean, this was just absolute gold. This Friday stream, folks, was absolute gold. Oh, geez. Oh, hold on. All right. Now, has anybody seen this Friday stream? Now, this Friday stream, I'm not kidding. I'm not even like trying to egg it on or like it gets insane. There comes a point to this where I almost felt genuinely bad for him. But then you just think about all of just how he's acted towards everybody, just taking people's channels down, taking away people's livelihoods. Screw this guy. You know, but it does get genuinely really rough. All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
How's the volume for you folks?
How are you on this
Should be good.
fantastic Friday? Or a friggin' Friday.
If you need me turned up a bit, let me know.
Frankly, Friday. I don't know.
What?
It's Friday. It's nice out.
Bit low? I gotcha. Donnie's got you. Hold on. Wait, why is this? Baxter. Baxter, no. All right, there we go.
Headed into the weekend. I've got 6 stories for you this morning.
6 stories.
I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all excited for the weekend.
All right, that should be good.
Hope you guys are all enjoying the morning show, because I have decided that the morning show is here to stay.
Weekend mention already.
Wasn't sure what I was going to do with my
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is Friday at least. It's not like Wednesday.
time slot, how I was going to change things
Hey,
around.
Baxter.
But the morning show's here to stay.
You guys want a Baxter break real quick? You guys want a Baxter break? I'll just bring him on for 1 second. Come here, buddy. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here, Mama. Oh, hello. Hello, Baxter. Oh, hello, Baxter. Say hello to the world. Okay, there you go, bud. Okay, there you go. Goodbye. All right. Oh, no.
So then I beat him with a fire extinguisher. No,
Sorry,
that's
hit
not
my
how it worked.
keyboard. Baxter, no.
Good morning.
All right, there we go.
Good morning, everybody. How are you on this fantastic Friday?
All right.
Or the friggin' Friday.
The friggin' Friday. Here we go. Strap in.
Frankly, Friday. I don't know. It's Friday. It's nice out.
There's a few interesting
Headed
things
into
that
the
happens in
weekend.
this
I got
stream, but
6 stories for you this morning. I hope you're all
if you haven't seen this Friday stream, just
doing well. Hope you're all excited for the weekend. Hope you guys are all enjoying the morning show, because I have
we're
decided
enjoying
that the morning show is here to stay.
the morning show is here to stay, folks. He actually got gaslit into thinking the morning show was working. Hilarious.
I wasn't sure what I was going to do with my time slot.
Wake
how I
up,
was gonna
Private
change
Mac.
things around, but the morning show's here to stay. I've slowly begun adjusting to getting up at
Very slowly.
6:30 in the morning instead of 9:30 in the morning, and I think everything is going to be a-okay.
You know what? You know what I'm looking forward to is whenever this all finally dies down and he realizes, and his viewership in the morning craters, and he realizes that it was all trolls. Is he just gonna go right back to the afternoon slot? Probably.
Love hanging out with you guys in the morning, and
4 a.m. wake. I mean, is there any way we could get him to do it earlier? Like, yeah. You know, I have breakfast at 7. It would be great if you could do this at 6.
what I'm going to do is, promote the show more, let people know, hey, this is the new time slot, and we'll get more people in here for sure. And we'll keep Tuesdays and Thursdays in the afternoon with Melanie, but I'll probably take off Wednesday afternoon. And
Unfortunately, Private Mac will not be joining the morning. She said, hell no, I'm not getting up that early. Are you kidding, Jer? You know he asked her to, because people are basically keep on asking him, like, where's Melanie in the morning? Like, oh, yeah, once we're going to announce it. I guarantee he went to her, because he gets more viewership whenever he's with Melanie. And I guarantee he went to her, and she's like, there's no way. There's no way. I'm busy fake praying from 7 to 10, so
Monday afternoon, we'll just rock it out we may do a little bit longer streams on Monday and Wednesdays.
Just get up 2 hours early just to paint her face on. That's another good point too.
Well, you're a maniac. What time do you go to bed? If you have to get up at 4 a.m., what time do you usually go to bed?
Jerry, you are on air in the morning.
What the hell did you ever do to piss off Pat Conti and Ian Ferguson? I don't know who that is. And I really don't give a shit. Don't care! People want to be mad at me. That's fine. It's funny when it's one-sided.
It is.
It's funny when it's one-sided.
He couldn't be bothered, folks.
That's a level of kind of self-own that only Jesus can fix. You know?
The blasphemy.
What do you guys got going on this weekend? I like to get. I like it when,
Again,
you know, I like to give everyone a
2
few minutes to get
weekend
in so I don't have to
recognitions
answer questions
in the first, like, what, 3 minutes?
You know, I'm going to rearrange my office again. I thought
If I ever ask you what you're doing this weekend, leave the stream, please.
I needed a second set for.
So what are you guys doing this weekend?
You know how I have 2 channels? So I have this channel, The Quartering. I have Jeremy Hambley, my personal channel. I also have Quartering Live, which I'm bringing to Rumble 2 over the weekend. I foolishly thought, I need a different set for every channel. So
yes,
people,
you foolishly thought that.
We'll know it's a different channel and it's a different vibe.
Because remember, he also said, like, I'm going to be, he thought he was going to make, like, up to, like, 4 sets. Didn't he say something like that? I knew for a fact he said he was going to make, like, 3. Why is he rearranging his set again? Yeah, because he realized that it was dumb to make a different set for each channel. Well, here's the thing. It would make sense if the content was different. It's the same shit. If you're, say he actually was doing it on his RC channel and then doing his drama channel or a serious news channel, obviously those would have different sets. But if you're just doing the same shit on both channels.
I don't know why I thought that was stupid. I spent an enormous amount of time redoing my office to fit 3
He
different
does
sets
everything
in here,
enormously.
and I end up just filming everything on one set anyway. No one cares. So, gonna undo that over this weekend. Get some physical labor in, which is good. Keep it moving, keep it pushing.
Keep it moving, Jer.
Graham Allen. I think he's just on a vacation, guys. Not everyone's
404
a
News
like
with Don
me and
Flurgan is
never
my
takes
favorite
off.
news. Thank you.
Yeah, so,
It's the people's
Graham's
choice.
regular viewers, I'm
The news of the
glad
people.
you've been checking out the show. Maybe when Graham's done in the mornings, you could pop back over. Whatever you want to do.
Oh, you know what? I was so busy getting everything together. Because again, like I said, I actually prepare for this show. Look, I even prepared some notes for this show. I actually prepare for this show, but I forgot to put in the clip of, because I actually put together a clip of Bongino. I mean, his show is light years ahead of Jeremy's. It's not even close. The production quality, he does seem a little insane. He does seem like he's on this side of an, alien abduction. So, but I mean, as far as like production quality and, show quality, it's not even close.
What'd you think of the rocket explosion? I mean,
I know, buddy.
What did Elon say? Rockets are hard.
I took him on a walk just before the broadcast.
I don't care for Jeff Bezos. I think his Blue Origin
he's a
thing is
needy
stupid.
dog.
It's not, because Blue Origin is not about advancing civilization. It's simply about making money. But rockets are hard. And
Rockets are hard.
I
Thank
saw
you,
the
Jared.
video of it. It looked like a nuke went off.
Oh my gosh.
There's
This
$100 million going up right here,
this
folks.
guy. So he goes to show, which this explosion actually was crazy. If you didn't see this, the rocket explosion that took off, unlucky Jeff Bezos. But I mean, what a great view of the explosion, huh, folks?
Boom.
You realize it? How hard is it to set together? Baxter, hold on. We're a professional broadcast here, folks. Thank you, thank you, Baxter. So, how hard is it to put together a good broadcast? We're doing it here just fine. He's a mini Aussie, so he gets pretty rambunctious. So, but it blows my mind. Like, put together two like browser sources, and he uses like Streamlabs for some ridiculous reason, right? Just use OBS. But anyways, I'm sure if it's a paid version, it's definitely got an easy way to set this stuff up.
Do you sell hats at all? Why isn't isn't that your thing? You sell hats instead of tumblers? I thought about it. All right, my allergies are still nuts.
Yeah, Baxter keeps us on our toes,
like,
folks. Don't worry.
I've never had allergies, but now I started taking like Afrin, like the nasal spray, and it keeps me like clear out all day long.
No, it doesn't. Take it earlier. You're sniffling throughout the entire damn and can I just get a thank you, Don? Because I cut out the vast majority of the sniffles. I went through this whole stream, and also because I didn't want to sit here through all of the dead air, which is most of the show. But I went through all the stream, and I didn't get all of the sniffles. That's quite impossible because they're like baked in. But I did get a lot of them. Baxter is the co-anchor and weather dog. Well,
we see all that cocaine I'm doing along with drinking every single night.
Somebody in the chat just called it out too. Yep, cocaine.
What is kidding. It? I can't keep up.
I don't think he does.
Raging alcoholic, cokehead.
Yes.
Whatever. You know.
For the first.
But I've never had.
Yes, that's what it is, Jer. Raging. It's like, come on, man. First of all, I haven't heard anybody. Nobody said that he's on cocaine. That would be you probably. Oh, I shouldn't say you need to be, but honestly, there's no way you would be. I hope not. If this is you on cocaine, I mean, what would it be otherwise? Oh, he was. Oh, that. I wonder if that's what he's talking about. Is the pills that he got? The potential Xanax that was
I had allergies before,
swallowed live on air.
These last like 2 weeks, I've been like I have it kind of a drippy nose. Yeah, that got clipped for sure.
Just mute your sniffles. It's gross and disgusting. Because if it happened every now and then, it's like whatever. But it's constant.
Of course, use Xclear. I actually have some of that stuff, I think. Afrin is addictive. Yes, it is addicting.
Oh no, is he addicted to nasal spray as well? I mean, this is one of the most addictive personalities on
because
on the internet.
You're like, I can breathe. I think Carmex is like that. People say like you wear it too much, and then your lips stop creating the natural moisture, so become addicted. I don't know if that's true. That's what I've heard.
What's that website that like right-leaning website that was like had a bunch of conspiracy theories that was like really big in the news like during COVID and whatnot? Ah, man, what was the name of it? I feel like this guy took like not InfoWars. No. There was another one. Yeah, truth something. I don't know, but Baxter, come on, buddy, please get down. But I feel like he's like one of those people that actually took all those news stories to heart.
Just breathe right strips at night.
CNN. I mean that too. But yeah.
What happened to the stream yesterday? Melanie owes us a
no, it was like a Republican leaning. Buddy, come on, Riley, please, Bubba. All right, thank you, buddy.
Stream. There was just some issues with Rumble Studio that kind of geeked out a little bit. We were live.
Okay, Bubba. Thank you. All right. You want to get on the broadcast real quick? Hold on. You were just on, bud. I know.
We were live.
Hey. Okay. He's a very needy dog. Sorry, folks. Okay. Please, bud. All right. Thank you. All righty. Baxter has breaking news. He might have breaking news. Do you have breaking news?
For real?
I forgot.
Cataracts?
That's just how
Well,
long.
never
I
came
forgot
back
I
from the ones that
unpaused
went
it,
out.
but he just
Oh.
doesn't speak for so long.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I talked to Rumble about it, and they were like, "No, we're not having any issues with Rumble
Okay.
Studio." So I don't know.
This is a serious news broadcast. Hello.
Now let me say this: I am not
You're doing
accepting
serious
a
news.
single deal
Sorry, folks.
without the Strait being opened immediately. Like, no, well, we'll open the Strait whenever. No, open the Strait immediately, and then we'll talk.
Yeah,
about
I bet Jer's a real hard-hitting negotiator. I want this straight opened right now.
stopping bombing you.
An apartment complex explodes in a Dallas neighborhood, injuring at least 4 people and igniting a massive fire.
Didn't he try to say that he was like some successful businessman, or he like ran some successful marketing company?
Dozens of firefighters responded to the scene. A reported gas leak might be to blame.
Baxter's not a
I seen
leftist.
a
Don't you
kid,
dare
a
say
little
that.
girl trying to get out of the rubble.
Well, yes, that is not the part of the clip I need.
You're not worried about the girl getting pulled out of the rubble, Jer?
Trump's $250 bill. I know it's cringe, and I have to have it.
Why? So I guess Trump's making some $250 bill. I guess it's actually going to be tradable. He has to have it.
Just one.
Maybe that's why he thinks people want these ridiculous like cookbooks and nonsense novelties. Because he's actually one of these like numbskulls that falls for this nonsense.
Just one. As long as it's, I just want one. I want to go to the bank.
Baxter's a woke dog. He is trying to prevent the real news from getting out. He is trying to prevent the broadcast. So
buy with 250
might not be far off.
singles, a Trump $250 bill, and I will love to have it. It's actually genius. It's actually
How?
genius. I know it's cringe.
So it's genius, but it's cringe.
It's a little cringe. But I love it.
I just don't. I guess because of the 250th anniversary, is that why he's getting
I feel
that
like it
bill
would
made?
be cheaper to just drop.
I think he just wants. Is he going to put his face on it? He just wants to put his face on a dollar bill. Wait, is it actually? Is he going to put his face on it?
100 more bombs on it.
I'll have to look more into
But
that.
bombs are expensive too. Maybe we put a couple of Blue Origin rockets right on on a launch pad there and just have them handle the rest.
It would be announced by Pakistani mediators. So one good upside.
Oh, I hate when they do that. Just call it Pakistan, white lady.
Oh, this is funny. Yeah, call it Pakistan, white lady.
Pakistan.
Watch
You don't
this.
sound cool calling Pakistan.
Is it
No,
true
it's
Don works for
Pakistan,
Jer?
all right?
Well, it's true. I'm a quartering.com member.
You're from America. Stop doing that. I hate it. I hate it. Pakistan. Pakistan. No, it's Pakistan. All right? Stop.
Though, guys, oil prices did drop on the news that a possible ceasefire extension is at hand.
Oops. Not really.
All right. Baxter, please, buddy. I literally can't work with that. All righty. So he goes through here and he's like, quiet, just say Pakistan white lady. It comes up and it's definitely not a white woman.
Who I thought was, but still clearly American.
And
Thank you, man.
Now, I would like to see point number 8. Iran agrees to take all Somalis from America. Loyal Muslim Somalis. They would do great in Iran, I think, or Iran. I'm going to say this. And I
And
don't
then,
want
you know
to
what's
get
funny?
mad.
So he goes through, makes fun of her for saying it like Pakistan or whatever, right? For saying the enunciation. I don't really care. It's like, who cares? Whatever. But then he goes and says Iran instead of Iran. And he's like, oh, shoot. I just criticized her
People
video.
get mad, but the
Think I'm from
Republicans have to
Greece?
stop courting these washed up musicians.
Quick, everybody put a guess. Where do you think Don's from?
They who gives a crap? I mean, Brett Michaels, yeah, he might be able to sell out a county fair, but who cares? Like, Trump should have, I agree with Matt Walsh, Trump should have had like the U.S. military marching bands, lesser known artists who are really good that, you know.
So he
love
starts
this
crashing
country.
out about the fact that so basically
you could
Trump
have-
was
I
like
mean,
hiring like all these like old washed up like musicians for was it the Freedom 250 concerts or whatever for the 250 year anniversary. And they started backing out or whatnot. And so Jared's crashing out about it and he starts making fun of him.
Nobody's going to this thing to see Flo Rida. Nobody cares about seeing Bret Michaels. If you wanted to get anybody, you should have gotten like Kiss or something like that. Somebody who's like unapologetically capitalist.
First of all, one of the members of Kiss is dead. And the other are like 70 or 80 years old. I think they actually do. I don't think they don't tour anymore, but I think they actually do show stuff. Just crazy.
Nicki Minaj? What are we doing? What are we
Donna,
doing?
I don't even know what that word is.
Vanilla Ice? Vanilla Ice? No disrespect. But like, what do we do?
Yeah, his idea of putting sending Somalians to
Doing.
Iran.
So now there gets to be all these articles. Donald Trump's Freedom 250 concert is engulfed in chaos. It's all falling apart. Man, just leave these
Who
people in the
cares?
gutter where they were. Trump's still going to win anyway. He's going to bring in someone else. All these dorks dropping out. Here's what's going to happen. Here's a prediction.
Is his hand in his backside right there?
Going to win anyway. He's going to bring in someone
Hold
else.
on.
All these
Just
dorks
noticing
dropping
this.
out. Here's what's going to happen. Here's a prediction. By Monday, you will see
he's getting his
major
wallet, I guess?
country music acts.
He was back
stepping
there
up
for
to
quite
say
a
that
while.
They'll play it. You're going to see people stepping up. I guarantee it. And it's going to backfire on them. So Trump's going to win anyway. That's just how this is going to shake out because that's what the guy does.
He just goes back and forth on like sucking off Trump and not sucking off Trump. You know, it's just like,
I mean, that's just what the guy does. He doesn't, you know.
oh, he starts
You could
looping.
bring
That's
in
right.
a whole heck of a lot of other people that are bigger than these dorks. That will just be way more popular than any of these dorks ever would be. And by the way,
Oh, here we go.
whatever his stupid name is from CNC Music Factory, sorry, player, you don't get any points from me for saying I'm playing the show because people can't tell me what to do. We all know why you're playing the show, homie. You need the scratch.
Homie? Jer. Come on. He's talking about this guy, was it one of the guys in CNC, some music group or whatever. He accepted it, but he didn't realize it was Donald Trump. But then, so he was going to cancel it. But then from all the backlash he was getting about it, he was like, "Oh, forget it. I'll do it. And I'll do it then if people are going to be that upset about it." Who knows if what he said was true?
You need
But
the money.
I just thought his crash out is funny about it.
That's why you're playing it. Are we joking?
I wonder why you're doing all these streams at an insanely early hour for yourself. Is it because you need the money?
So you're not standing up to the cancel mob. You're taking the check. And
Is that
you're
why you're recording like, what was it, like 10 stolen shorts a day?
play the show and you're going to
However
dance
many.
like the clown you are because that's all you people are. But perhaps
Civilian Gold? I'm not
around
sure.
and find out happened from this dork.
He was an old, yeah, he was like an older
this
black gentleman.
meth quartering guy here.
This meth quartering guy.
The internet made him famous.
I just thought it was funny he called this guy the meth quartering. Does he just mean the skinny quartering? Is it because he's not obese?
Your children, your wife. Your children, your wife. Oh, please. I've been made fun of my whole life for having a weird speech impediment.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he does
angry.
this.
I
I
have
forgot he does this
my-
impression.
My dollar store goggles on to protect my eyes. I'm really tough. Listen to me. You're gonna be really. I bet you this guy spends his springs hunting wabbits.
That's the Jer comedy. An Elmer Fudd reference.
And just so happens to be rocking a
But it's just like, isn't this lowbrow? Making fun of somebody with like a speech impediment? This is your... Are you supposed to be doing serious news right now? What is this?
Rolex Submariner, also known in the watch community as an Incredible Hulk.
Oh, yeah, he goes crazy about this watch.
Dudes out there wearing a $15,000 watch. I absolutely love it.
So, yeah, this Ice Agent is definitely wearing some real Rolex. I looked this up. This is supposed to be like 12 grand or something, even as like a resale. Unlike the secondary market, it's supposed to be like 12 grand at least. And I'm just like, I guess they do get like a signing bonus, but I'm sure they don't get it right away. I don't know. But also it's just like, if he actually spent his signing bonus on it, that's like a terrible call. Why would you spend all that, your signing bonus on that?
This is a great
I'm guessing this
advertisement.
is like
Hey,
it's either a knockoff or it's just, it's most likely a knockoff, or it's just like a photo op.
Be popping,
Or it's a really bad decision.
be
'Cause,
flexing your Rolex on the haters. Join Ice.
That's a thing too, and somebody else mentioned this. Have we ever seen an actual Rolex on Jeremy's wrist? You know, he's posted pictures of a watch of him with a watch before, but it wasn't a Rolex. It was some other brand. He talks constantly about the watches and about the Rolexes specifically. But is anybody, I might be wrong about this, but I remember somebody bringing this up before. I've never seen him with an actual Rolex on. And let's be honest, he can try to say it's like, oh, well, you know, people will make fun of it. He would absolutely wear it because he think it would piss people off. Look what he says here. He's wearing, like he says, he's talking about this Ice Agent. It's awesome that he's wearing this just to piss the haters off. That's what he would want to do, right?
This should be on an Ice poster. Hey, Libs, how about flexing a Rollie on them?
Dude, you're 50 years old.
Want to join Ice and have enough money to wear a $15,000 watch?
Here's the thing. I shouldn't say a lot of people, but there are people out there who can technically buy one, but it'd be a poor decision.
Join Ice today. The left was completely melting down over this yesterday. Like, he's flaunting his wealth. Yeah, great. Get mad about it. These guys aren't paid.
So here's where we get the real reason why he's so, like, you know, just so happy about this. Just
enough,
listen.
in my opinion. He's flaunting his wealth. Yeah, great. Get mad about it. These guys aren't paid enough, in my opinion.
He's flaunting his wealth. Wherever you heard that? He said the haters that cry about him flaunting his wealth.
Let him have
Which
it.
obviously, nobody cares that you make a bunch of money, man. That's great. But then you can't sit there and run fundraisers for every other thing in your business, and cry poor, and then all of a sudden, you know, brag about how rich you are. You gotta choose one, man.
Let him, by the way, you know, the guy looks like he's fit, takes care of himself, probably does good with the ladies. He's everything the left hates.
He's everything Jared wants to be.
Just standing there, you know, he's
Jared, join.
like that,
wait,
so
why
they
doesn't
see-
Jared join ICE? There
The
you
watch.
go. You could have a
He's
real
literally
Rollie.
flexing on the haters.
You could be flexing on the haters,
I love
Jared.
this move.
You could be a ripped Chad like this guy.
Every ICE agent should be out there wearing bling. Pull up in their Mercedes. Pull up in their Corvettes. Pull up in their Mustangs.
Why
Wear
would they
their
do that?
Rollies. Now, some people
How
might
much money
say
do you
maybe
think
it's
they're
a knockoff.
banking?
I mean,
I know they get a signing bonus, right? And that's obviously what he's talking about. But you shouldn't be spending it on a Mercedes.
can't get a. I am a bit of a watch guy.
Uh-oh, here we go.
This isn't close enough to know if it's a knockoff, but I can
I would hope it
very
would be a
sure
knockoff,
that
man.
this isn't. Based on what I know that these ICE agents got as signing bonuses, what they make, a Rolex Submariner in the world of like,
He does like to watch.
look, he could have bought it used for like $2 or $3 grand too. I can't see the quartz. I can't see what kind of condition the band's in. It might not be.
I never said what he likes to watch.
Probably didn't buy it brand new. In fact, I can almost guarantee. No, I can guarantee you he didn't buy it brand new. He's not old enough. The Hulk version of the Submariner hasn't been made in a while, and for the most part, you cannot buy brand new Rolexes.
All right, so he goes into this ridiculous
segment. If you did,
Oh
leave a
yeah.
like on the video right now if you made it to the end. Probably
There we go.
It's probably used. So what? Still a Rolex. I'm sure it's not fake. Hope you enjoyed this segment. If you did, leave a like on the video right now if you made it
Yeah,
to the
leave
end.
a like on the video,
of this
guys.
segment.
Yeah, actually,
yet,
now
wherever
that
you're
reminds me, leave a like on the YouTube. I guess whenever the YouTube hits 100 likes, it gets put out to a bunch of people, and when it gets 200 likes, it gets divvied out to even more people. Even more of the world is seeing Channel 404 News. So hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff, folks. I appreciated it so very much. Baxter appreciates it.
Subscribe or follow. I'm live every Monday through Friday.
No one
9
made it to the end.
a.m. Eastern over on the Mean Green website. I hope to see you there. We're nice. We're growing.
You know, made it to the end. All the Indian bots that he's paying through the Google ads.
in the new time
That's who
slot.
made it to the end.
And I think it'll be better than ever in 6 months to a year.
We got to play that again. We got to.
It's gonna take some time to see you there. We're nice. We're growing in the new time slot, and I think it'll be better than ever.
We're growing in the new
6
time
months
slot.
to a year.
6 months to a year. Like we're gonna wait for that
Take some time to work
to.
out this new time slot.
We're gonna that's
know,
gonna keep on increasing,
the old time slot,
like
I
6
wasn't
months to a
competing against
year
the
to
Bongino
2
network.
years to 3 years. Yeah, we'll get there,
But
guys.
I like this
Eventually.
time slot, and the feedback from my viewers has been overwhelmingly positive. Like my viewers like this time slot.
They
And
actually gaslit him.
that's all I care.
The trolls gaslighting him into thinking that the morning spot is working might be one of the funniest things to come out of this. They got him to unironically wake up for like an 8 a.m. show every morning. Hilarious. Why didn't he strike H3? I'm wondering if he tried. He probably tried. H3 is way too big. I know he got one off on Diorio, or I think it might have been him. It was either him or one of his fans. You know what I mean? That think it's okay because, like we talked about on our last show, even if it's not him at this point, he has never come out to say, "Hey, if you're a fan of mine, don't do that. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help you. It's just making it worse. It's just making this prolong even longer." He's to my knowledge, he still hasn't come out and done that. Right? After everything he said, they absolutely, if you're like, imagine who's another big 2 million, with somebody with actually active 2 million subs, right? You can say like Charlie. Charlie's way too big, but say an actual YouTuber with 2 million subs was going on a tirade talking about these people are spreading vicious lies about me and my wife and all this stuff. Their audience would absolutely go and be reporting people. Asmongold, Tim Pool, something like Asmongold's pretty huge. Even though his YouTube might be around that, he has such a huge live stream that's even bigger than that. But yeah, Ethan Klein, right? All these Tim Pools, right? All these guys. So, like, just imagine if they were to go online, say all that stuff, would their audiences not absolutely jump to report these channels?
Care about.
And that's the thing. It's like, you may not, in which, why it may have taken so long for some of these to come in, right? I think a lot of them may be him. Maybe now is, audience is coming into it, but I don't know. It's just like you want to act like a big deal. And then whenever you make these moves or make these call outs, you're just like, oh, I wouldn't have that power. What are you talking about?
I'm fine to compete against other people. With my viewers. Now we're basically up to 2K almost every day now. Brand new time slot. Only been doing it for 2 weeks. We'll get it up to 4 or 5K by summer. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
That's just how this stuff works.
They're on the
have
way.
To change their routine.
They're right on the way, folks.
Get used to it.
They're right around the corner, Jer.
Plus, we're getting a lot more people going back and watching the stream later, which is great because the stream's up
Those are
earlier.
absolutely the trolls.
People get their information earlier. They're
Watching
not
the stream later.
getting this morning's news at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's great. It takes me a year to get used to viewing one of my favorite programs too. It takes a while. Takes a while.
Oh. It's not looking good, folks.
Can
It
we
is
see
not
Melanie
looking
Mac on
good.
stream, but not hear her? That's mean.
Now,
Appreciate
I didn't
you,
know
Will.
what he meant by this.
Where did the week go?
Where'd the weekend
Can
go?
we see Melanie Mac on stream, but not hear her? That's mean.
Something about seeing Melly Mac on stream, but not here. And then he said, that's mean.
Appreciate you, Will. Where did the week go?
Yes.
Well, Monday was Memorial Day, so this week did pass a little bit quicker. You know,
All right.
a little bit. This week did pass.
Folks, I'm very
quicker.
sorry. Give me a sec. I gotta put I gotta put him away for a second. He's really rambunctious tonight. Give me 1 second, folks.
Turn it on, tune in now. Here comes Don with the scoop somehow. Suit so sharp, that hair so high. He walks in and the rumors sigh. Channel 404, catch the wave. Don Flurgan, bold and brave. He reads the drama, cracks a grin, makes the whole wide internet spin. If it's messy, he's on time. If it's
Alrighty. Sorry about that, folks. How do you guys like the new intro? You guys like the new intro video? It's pretty awesome, right? I'm sorry. Pretty great, right? I don't know. I like it. Yeah, we'll update it with some new stuff too, but alrighty.
Like last week ended a little bit quicker, kind of thing, you know. With this is a big story.
Huge story coming in. What? One second. It's like this.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are us in the prime of his life?
Okay, here we go. Sorry about that.
Reused. So what? Still a Rolex. Which is great because the stream's up earlier.
Yep, here we
People
go.
get their information earlier. They're not.
That
getting
intro would be
this
better at 9
morning's
a.m.
news
True.
At 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's great. It takes me a year to get used to viewing one of my favorite programs too. It takes a while. Takes a while.
He just keeps looping.
Can we see Melanie Mac on stream, but not hear her? That's mean.
Yeah, that was what we were saying. It's like, can we see Melly Mac on stream but not here? I don't know what he really meant by that.
Appreciate you, Will. Where did the week go? Well, Monday was Memorial Day, so this week did pass a little bit quicker. You know, a little bit. This week did.
We got to get to
With
this
this,
crash out,
this is a big
folks. I'm
story.
telling you, this is this is one of the craziest crash
Huge
outs
update.
that's happened.
In the Carmelo Anthony trial.
Oh,
Remember
I think it's
Carmelo
right
Anthony?
after this, actually.
You know, the guy.
Yeah,
that,
it is right after this Carmelo Anthony update.
took
Hold on.
A young man from us in the prime of his life over.
Now, now let's pay attention to this Carmelo Anthony update, because I'm telling you, I think Jer has found his new pay pig, or I think he's found his new like Charlie Kirk squeeze. This Carmelo Anthony case is going to be a huge story, and I think that he just listen to the way he talks about this, and I'm pretty sure he's going to treat this like Charlie Kirk or like Casey Anthony. He's going to be on every, he's going to be hanging on every headline that comes out of this thing. I think that he thinks that this is going to be like another juicer like Charlie Kirk. Sorry, I keep saying Carly, but like Charlie Kirk. Listen to how he talks about this.
An argument. A kid that got exceedingly preferential treatment. Well, his trial starts now. Leave a like on the video right now. For
guys, leave a like on the video.
Is coming. There will be no plea deals. The trial starts Monday morning, and there's already a lot of weirdness going on around the trial, including people threatening the event, and it's going to be weird. This, until Charlie Kirk, until the Charlie Kirk trial, this will be probably the biggest trial in this country since Derek Chauvin, in terms of, inflammatory volatility. There are a lot of people that still think Carmelo acted in self-defense. Well, we've got all sorts of new news.
He's got
for
the
you,
scoop,
you ready
folks.
for the trial, what to look out for on Monday. And
Now, what was it? Yeah, I don't know.
developments. So make sure
I thought about potentially covering stuff like this.
leave
I
a
don't
like
know.
on the video and you subscribe or follow down below so that you get all the updates. Because once the trial starts, I'll probably be doing 1 to 2 updates a day every day as new evidence comes out, as clips from the trial, because the judge has banned cameras, but I just so happen to be close personal friends with someone who's going to be in the courtroom.
Interesting.
So I'm going to look at getting them on the show a couple times a week to give downloads after the trial, but they'll be in the courtroom from 8 in the morning till 5. So we'll have to do like special shows later in the day. So that's why you got to subscribe. So you
Interesting.
get notified. The kids.
So he says he has a friend.
that if they didn't punch the person first, then anything that happened after that first punch, they would.
So he has
be
a
able
very
to walk
close
away
friend that's going to be
scot-free
there
from.
at the trial, huh? So, but you see how he's talking about this? He's like, I'm trying to put out multiple updates a day. I'm going to have somebody on the ground in the courtroom. So I don't know if this is somebody like he hired to do this, or is just somebody that happened to be doing this that he knows that is also going to be doing a guest spot. Yeah, or is this just a bunch of fibs, right? Or is this just like the perks on his quartering.com?
I never saw a fight ever work out that way. Every fight I
You never
ever
saw a fight.
both kids got suspended. After that first punch, they would be able to walk away scot-free from. I never saw a fight ever work out that way. Every fight I ever saw, both kids got suspended. It was never like, well, he punched me first, so then I beat him with a fire extinguisher. No, that's not how it works. I know that's how it works in the hood.
The
Now I want to
hood?
talk about this individual.
That I beat him with a fire extinguisher? That's crazy. But also, Jared knows how it goes down in the hood? Interesting.
Individual. Apparently, this guy's name is Harley Davidson Harkins. Sounds like he has some cool parents, from Arizona. He is now threatening to be at the trial in an elevated position, essentially saying he's going to be some sort of sniper.
Just my health.
Oh, yeah, this is
Well, I'm
cringe.
gonna tell you what,
About talking about
wives
this
with
guy
reckless
with...
driving.
Filter. Nothing.
yeah, this guy's like in this weird cartoon filter. But anyways, Jared's
It
just...
says ultimate Chad dude. Like
It's
using
just funny seeing Jared talk about ultimate Chad dudes.
filters on trial. We're going to find out all about that. And again, I have somebody in the courtroom, and I hope that I'll be able to have them on at least every couple of days. But here's the white pill. Austin Metcalf lost his life at Frisco ISD track meet on April 2nd. He was recognized at Frisco ISD High School's graduation, received a standing ovation. His brother,
this is actually a nice story or whatnot. So basically, Austin Metcalf, the kid who was unfortunately killed by Carmelo Anthony, right? So his brother accepts his, high school diploma for him, but the way that Quartering uses this is just absolutely
who held Austin in his
gross.
arms as he tragically passed away, accepted his diploma.
He actually
in
sheds a
Austin's honor.
tear.
Let's just hear this and
Yeah, let's
end
hear
on
this.
a white pill. If you haven't left a like on the video yet, please do.
Dude, he's doing this to farm likes. Look at this. This is actually a pretty tragic, this is a pretty heartwarming, you know what I mean? Like a pretty heartfelt moment. But to use it to get likes on your damn video on
Yeah,
your
make sure you
YouTube.
subscribe or follow so you don't miss any of the
Well,
trial
do you think this is what the Lord would actually want you to be
updates,
doing?
which will start Monday. So depending on when you're watching this, you know, you might already be behind.
So that's his brother, Hunter. That just went up. Obviously, you'll be able to tell when they call out Austin.
And he walks back around. Goes back up.
Look at him. Look at him.
It's like, makes you tear up a little bit.
He tears up. Smash that like button if that was a heartfelt moment. Smash that like button if Austin's just smiling down upon us. No crying in the news game. Very good point there.
Makes you tear up a little bit. Justice is coming on Monday, and nobody deserves it more than the Metcalf family. And I'm hoping that this will go the right way. They are not televising the trial. Nope.
That's why you got to tune
They are
into
not.
Jer for the scoop.
That's why you got to make sure to be
Jer, he Googled tears.
tuned in daily because I'll have updates
Yep, he'll have all the
directly
updates.
from the courtroom.
I'm wondering how true this turns out to be.
Hopefully a couple times a day.
Hopefully. If even he's saying hopefully, he rarely goes through, he rarely comes through with the things that he's promising. If he's saying hopefully on something, then that's almost certainly not going to happen.
Hopefully a couple times a day.
Oh yeah, you're looping again. That's the senility
get,
coming through.
A membership, well, you can support the channel.
All right, folks. We're going to go into not only a very extremely long ad, but we are going to go into one of the most, I'm not kidding, this has to be one of the craziest crash outs throughout this entire situation.
The number one best way to support the
He
channel,
like genuinely looks
maybe
like
on
he's
this
about
Friday,
to lose it.
you will consider it, is by going to thequartering.com/join. For the price of a
Interesting. Thequartering.com/join. Yeah, look at all those
cup of
perks.
coffee each month, you can support the team here, which although it is smaller than it has been before, is still 5 people. And you can also get direct access to me, meaning you can message me any time of the day and I respond, not somebody else who manages it. I respond. If you don't want to use the chat room, you can also email directly. Somebody emailed this morning. You can email in topics for the show. You can help keep the show on the air, help support us, and talk to hundreds of other, people in chat, things like that.
Let's go through
every
this
day.
again, folks.
There's on the air. and
So
it's
we
like,
just
I
remember that we
respond.
just
If
did
you don't wanna
an
use the chat room,
investigative segment on this
You
evening.
can also get direct access to me, meaning support the team here, which
Support-
although it is smaller than it has been before, is still 5 people.
5 people on his team, right? Who are the 5 people? Is he like counting his wife? I'm not trying to say that as like a slight to his. I am genuinely, because he says that his wife helps out with some things before, but who are the 5 people? He says Maggie's not there. Well, you have Melanie, right? There's no way there's an editor. That or that editor has the easiest job on planet Earth. Like I said, we all know, folks. What's the editor's name? To the audience, what's the editor's name? You all know the editor's name. Who knows it? Right? So, I guess he counts himself. There's 2. You missed the segment. Come on now. I front loaded a little bit, but I didn't want to like bury it too deep into the broadcast. You know what I mean? We're still trying to build ourselves a hefty audience here, folks. So I didn't want to, sit there and do the segment 50 minutes in or anything like that, right? But You know, like I said, that's always the smart thing to do for audience-wise, but, you know. Brad Cool, no, the editor's name is Haremy Jambly. Yes, exactly. Good job. Dog has got it. The editor's name is Haremy Jambly.
And you can also get
the wife, the Sky Bull,
meaning you can message me any time of the
and
day,
Melanie,
and I respond.
Oh, so it's Jeremy, Melanie, and then the three bulls. Okay, that makes sense.
I respond.
Okay,
if you don't want to use the chat room, you can also email directly. Somebody emailed this morning. You can email in topics for the show. You can help keep the show on the air, help support
is that my email?
Us, and talk to hundreds of other.
No, I think that was too early to be mine.
People in chat, things like that. Every day there's Bible studies in there. There's fantasy football. There's.
I wish I knew. I wish I could have got into the Discord, Jer. Let me in. Let Donnie in.
D&D groups.
Not emailing you to get through a Discord. Remember actually, we'll wait until he brings that up later too.
Whatever hobby you want, you can meet other people. And I hope that you'll
imagine
go to
having to email him for everything
to support the show. That would be an amazing, amazing thing.
Another big shout out to Brad Cool Unlimited.
These stories here.
We know he's watching. We know he's watching on an alt.
Is my assistant still gone? Yes.
Just fix your setup, man. I mean, do we ever have technical failures here, folks? Absolutely not. We are a pristine show. We run a tight ship around here. So, I mean, this is just unacceptable.
She may be coming back soon, though. Just had a good talk with her the other day. I may have found a way to bring her back. She wouldn't be, quote unquote, an assistant anymore.
Okay. In case you missed that, he may have found a way to bring back Maggie, the assistant or the employee that he fired just before Christmas.
But she's going to help me out with coffee. We'll see.
Help out with coffee.
So that'd be cool to have Maggie.
Yeah, just like we were going to see, like whenever he keeps on saying Hannah was coming back, and then all of a sudden, she's going to be back with midterms or whatever. He always just says these things.
That'd be very cool. We've got big things going on with coffee this year.
Here we go, folks. Strap in. Strap in and strap on. I'm just saying this crash out is incredible. Sorry, let me stop pausing.
Expansion. Even
huge
fresher
expansion.
Roasts. Better packaging we already did.
Coffee Bearing Coffee has never been better,
Grocery
folks.
store shelves in the works. Continues to grow. By the way, I will also mention, since I don't have any sponsor reads today, you can go to cbcamazon.com. Charlie, Bravo, Charlie, Amazon.com. Get all of our coffee flavors available in K-Cup, whole bean, and ground. We have decaf, we have double calf, light roast, dark roast, Ethiopian, any Colombian, everything you could possibly want.
Here we go.
And if you're looking to try us out,
anything you could
right now
possibly
we have 50%
want
off while supplies last. All of our gingerbread coffee, which is a top seller for us, and all of our spiked jack-o'-lantern, which is a top seller for us too, only while supplies last. But if you're picking out something,
thanks for sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm just new to this to the Kick partner program thing, so let me. Thank you so much for the holy smokes, Narsty Boy. Thank you so much. I thought this was gonna come up on my other event log, but I guess it didn't. Congrats on the launch. Any tips for someone looking to start a live stream? I'm looking for an AI art stream next year. I have zero motion now. Send me a DM. I don't mind. Shoot. Send me a DM. I don't mind. I'll go over all these. Trent Johnson, we did get that. Raymond Sycamore, thanks for the hype so much. Thank you so much, folks. Lewis and Hot Sauce with a rage quit. He's going to slowly turn the view bots back on and claim victory to the trolls. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Let me bring this out so I don't miss these again. Holy. I feel like an absolute joke missing these. All right. Anyways,
Then else like our bourbon flavor, which is really, really good. Sugar cookie, butterscotch toffee, all of that. Yeah, if Maggie comes
all
back,
of
Luke
that.
will be begging to come back on. Yeah.
Oh, did I say something else?
We don't sell a ton of
Louisiana hot sauce. Did I
5-pounders,
say something?
and I'd have to buy like 10,000 bags. So I'd have to buy like a lifetime supply of bags. So I'm saving up to do that. Right now, I still have to redesign maple cream. That's the only one that still has the old design. So I got that one, but we've got all new packaging. Headed for grocery store shelves. Everything's growing. It's awesome. So yeah, help support us. I make about $1 a bag. I'm not getting rich off this stuff.
There we go.
But the
$1
idea is to
bag,
have a
yeah.
product that is not.
Now remember, he's changed this figure multiple times. He used to say $1 a bag, then he said $2, then he's actually said up to $3 a bag. You guys remember that?
political in nature, that you can leave out, that you can have your liberal family and friends over.
Out of the coast, I kind of didn't mind Luke. Kind of glad he left. Luke dodged. I mean, he just really. That guy forgot to tie his shoe before boarding the Titanic. I mean, he honestly just dodged a giant because his timing was impeccable. It was it was like the week before, wasn't? It was literally like the week before all this happened.
And they can sneakily drink the Core Drinks coffee. I knew long term, having something cringe like Liberal Tears coffee or whatever was never going to sell on the Walmart shelves. And so
thinking that far ahead when you're first building a company, thinking of Walmart shelves is insane.
that's the goal. You need some blueberry cobbler. Yes, blueberry cobbler is our number one seller.
There is no way. We'll eat. What I think, here's the workaround. I think he's talking about the Walmart marketplace. There's no way he is getting in a store. No way. I'll eat these words. If he gets into a Walmart store, here's the thing. He doesn't want to be in a Walmart store. They would get eaten alive in a Walmart. Are you kidding me? There's no way. Because here's the thing, too. First of all, his margins are already destroyed by, if he's only making $1 with Amazon, his margins are going to be worse. But also, when you go to Walmart, what do people go to Walmart for? To save money. This guy sells 12 ounces of for 12, 20. He has the most overpriced coffee on Amazon even. He has insanely priced coffee. So why are you going to pay for this coffee brand, the craziest name ever? Why would you pay for that going into a Walmart? Ralph ML Extract, thank you so much for the gifted sub.
By far our most popular. It's not even close. It goes blueberry cobbler, strawberries and cream, then.
And for the YouTube side, we haven't, we technically have unlocked the super chats and all that stuff, but it has to update in YouTube Studio or whatnot. So unfortunately it hasn't yet. But on next stream, I think it probably will be on Monday. So we'll just wait for the update. But hey, you just being here and watching and enjoying the broadcast is plenty. So thank you very, very much just for being here, folks.
A good mix of unflavored, like our Colombian 003 or the number 4 dark roast. Silky Ultra Dark Roast, then kind of a smattering of other flavors. But the blueberry is nuts. And you can't get these flavors anywhere else. Every one of these flavors is personally dialed in their flavors. But the blueberry is nuts. And you can't get these flavors anywhere else. Every one of these flavors is personally dialed in by me.
That's that's what every single company would say. I mean, no, you know what I mean? No coffee is exactly the same. They all have their own proprietary blend or whatever, right? That's insane. Its only marketing value is that it's a memeable. Yeah, exactly. He should have went down that path.
Well, and my wife. So,
or here's the thing: if you are gonna go, try to just make a standard coffee or whatever, a nonpartisan coffee, you couldn't have picked a worse name. You literally couldn't have picked a worse name. If it was a niche product, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? If it was like a niche product, maybe like just that plain name will work. But coffee is the absolute worst thing. There's so much of it. You literally just type in coffee brand coffee and it is. I just don't. And hold on. Isn't this guy supposed to be like a marketing genius? Isn't that what he said? That's what he said, right? Like his degree, and that's what he did. That's what he built up a multi-million-dollar company before he became a YouTuber. Is that he was a marketing genius. That is insane to say that while marketing the worst possible name you could have ever named a coffee company.
You can't. You can go buy a different blueberry cobbler, but
0%
it won't taste like
SEO,
mine.
yeah.
I know a lot of people think they
Master's
know
degree.
how my business
Does he
operates,
actually say that?
but
That's
they
crazy.
don't know at all.
If anything, just
Yeah, the toffee coffee
I
is
don't know.
very good. Yeah, pick up a bag today, and
Yeah,
then
pick up a
add on
bag,
some of those
guys.
that are 50% off.
hey, I was trying to pick up a bag. I was trying to get my quartering.com discount. Unfortunately, there's no
And
no
it's
discount,
cheap.
folks.
Oh, and by the way, it's
I'm
also free
coffeeless.
overnight shipping. If I was drop shipping this stuff, I couldn't afford to do that.
False. So I looked up. There was 4 that I was able to find immediately, but of course the most notable is Jacksepticeye, the top of the morning coffee, overnight shipping, no problem.
Show me a drop ship coffee YouTuber who's offering free overnight shipping.
He says that so many times, and he says it like so confidently. To be so wrong is insane.
The Silky Ultra Dark is my favorite. Denise says that's my favorite too. 004, the Silky Ultra Dark. You know what's funny? Here's a fun fact for you.
Yeah, here's a fun fact.
I
ahead.
blended that flavor for a very popular comedian.
Interesting.
Very, very popular comedian.
Listening. Play close.
And so it was so good. I was like, well, you could sell this. Cool. And
Keep listening.
I'm going to sell it too because it's so damn good.
Really? So now some people have talked about this, but I don't think people have talked about the right angle about this yet. And I think it's why he keeps fumbling around whenever he's talking about this. I don't know. Are you able to do this? So he's saying, I made this. So I made a flavor of coffee for a very popular comedian. I think he's talking about Sam Hyde, because I know there was some type of connection with coffee company, because Sam Hyde was making I don't know though. That is complete speculation. But no matter what, right? No matter who the comedian or who the person is, he's saying he made a flavor. He curated a flavor specifically for that person and said, hey, you can sell this, but he liked it so much he's also selling it. You were just telling us that you have your own proprietary blends that you can't get anywhere else. And also, if you made it for somebody else and they're selling it, are you able to sell that? Are you able to sell it yourself too? You're just selling the same coffee that you made for somebody else that they're also selling potentially. Like what? How is that? How can you do that?
So let's see here. Switch modes here.
But I think that also is why because he kept fumbling around. He's like, he didn't want to like say it, right? And I think that's why, because I think he was like, should I say it?
Cool. I mean, and
right.
So
Let's watch this again.
And and so it was so good. I was like, well, you could sell this. Cool. And
Cool.
but I'm going to sell it too because it's so damn good.
Say I hire you to make a curated flavor coffee for me, and then you just turn around and make and sell that flavor that you're supposedly curated for me. That doesn't seem That doesn't seem like good business.
So let's see here.
And I think that's why he was fumbling around.
Switch modes here. Yeah, so thequartering.com/join or pick up some coffee today.
Yeah, join the membership,
It
guys.
literally
Don't.
goes miles and miles and miles and miles.
I didn't get my $6 worth. All right.
002 light roast for the more caffeine. That's also an Ethiopian blend. Very popular. Ethiopian coffee is very, very good. Maggie needs to help work on the packaging. No, I think the packaging's great. It's just the 5-pounders, which I have designs for. I just, in the order of...
Thanks for all the new kick follows. Let me just shout out a few of them later here. Big Sexy 47, thanks so much. Johnny Pretzels, Barry Banders, Ends of the Winds, and then Ralph Extract again. Thank you for that gift. And thank you for following as well too. Oh my gosh. The Fibrillator, Old Man Kung Fu, and Raymond Sycamore. Thanks again for the hypes. And then Bernard Gores. There it is.
Operations of things I need to spend money on right now. People who are buying 5-pound bag of coffee doesn't care if it doesn't look pretty. They're like, hey, let me save 15, 20 bucks. A lot of truckers buy the 5-pounders. Shout out Mountain Man if you're out there.
Mountain Man. He got feedback from one trucker, and now he thinks he's just the trucker's choice. So if you order coffee from Mill Creek directly, would it be cheaper than ordering it from Jer? What happened with your sign up? Well, you'll have to go back to. I'm sorry, GDAT fan, if you were asking that a few times. I would go back to our beginning segment. I started it probably maybe 5-10 minutes into the broadcast. But I at the very least, I'll just say there are false promises made on thequartering.com. I'll be releasing like a video about it as well too, as far as like a summary about it. But yeah, false promises, and I don't know. It just felt like some people may be getting scammed. I do want to be careful, man. I do, because this guy obviously, like I said, I'm just still a little nobody. So, and this guy obviously has no problem just, with either flagging people down or just, he has no problem with people getting flagged down. So.
Yeah, I would, let's see. I would never follow. I would never buy Candace a mansion. Well, that's good. That's good. What ingredients are in the bourbon flavor coffee? Well, you can read the website.
Here we go. The ingredients. The website. Well, we were just on the website. Remember, folks? I didn't see any ingredients. Did you?
Code? There's no code. It's my company. I own it. So you don't even need, it's my company. So
he doesn't realize they're talking about his Amazon
goes
code.
Directly to the team here.
So just a little bit on this, Luther Morgan, go subscribe to him on YouTube. He's got a great series about this. But he, I watched his video, and he revealed some information because he actually sells a book on Amazon. And so he kind of has a little bit of information on how it works from if you have a product on Amazon. So what he said is if he wants to buy his book, he can actually, there's a, what's the word he said for it? There's a back end, sorry. So he can actually order from the back end. So that way he doesn't have to pay, he just pays the printing fee and stuff like that, right? But he never orders from the front end because that actually goes into sales. That's like a big no-no. Right? So first, if it would for some reason be different for his coffee, I don't see how. But yeah. And if you want to know more about that, obviously go check out Luther Morgan.
Oh, he's talking about Amazon code. There's no code. You just get the price.
Misty Mochi on YouTube has some really good
you don't need a code.
Videos about the Coffee Brand Coffee as well.
See, I was looking on there. I don't see a list of ingredients for that one. Your son has serious. Well, you can email me.
Luther Morgan's a grifter. The ingredients aren't even on his book. Very true. We have to get Luther Morgan to investigate Luther Morgan.
I know why you're asking that question. But there is.
Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, folks.
Just coffee. I know why you're asking that question.
Here we go. Hold on.
See, I was looking on there. I don't see a list of ingredients for that one.
Oh, weird.
Your son has serious. Well, you can email me.
I didn't see.
I know why you're asking that question.
Imagine having to email him for the ingredients on a food product, on a food or drink product. That is insane. Imagine everything you eat or drink in your house, you have to email the company. That is crazy.
But there is, it's just coffee beans and flavoring. That's what it is.
What flavoring?
So if you have a specific thing that you need me to check, that if it's a part of the flavoring, you can email me and I will check.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's freaking muted. That is insane. First of all, it's not only doesn't make any sense, like business wise, because it's regulated by the FDA if it's a flavored coffee, but it's also like, it doesn't make any sense for your customers either. It's like, you're going to make, like, say you're trying to get new business and there's like, people do have very real allergies. You're going to make every potential customer email you for overpriced coffee. That is insane, man. It doesn't make sense on literally any angle. It doesn't make sense to do this. Like whether it's for the trolls or for forget the trolls, dude. Like literally like the actual business sense, it does make none.
Happy to do that. Oh, he's talking about what's my code? Yeah, sorry. I can't do that. I buy my own coffee because it's just, I get it faster. So I use a special store owner's code for that, but sorry, I can't give that one out. Wouldn't it be more efficient to have that on the listing? What? I know why you're asking, low tier. I know who you are. I know where you're from, but, I know you think you guys, there are some people
Here we
that
go,
were
folks.
like, oh my God, we got to call the FDA. The FDA does not regulate coffee, you f***ing retards.
Really? That's interesting.
Fun
You know what you
fact.
should do?
All these people tried to bring my coffee company down, and all we did was have a record month in sales. So thanks for that.
So first of all,
Retards.
hold on, keep listening.
Thanks for that.
Record month.
Best month in a long time. You don't have to list every little chemical.
So best month in a long time. I think he accidentally divulged too much information there. I thought Coffee Brain Coffee was successful. I thought it was thriving. Best month in a long time because of the troll bump? I thought it was doing excellent, Jer. I thought it was thriving, just doing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of business. Best month in a long time. I think his smugness and the coping, it let the truth slip in. Because I don't doubt him. Maybe it did bump up his sales a bit, right? Because people are buying it to first of all, see if it's within regulation. But I think he actually gave up too much information there. And it's like, well, hold on. So that means it actually isn't doing well then. If it took trolls trolling you to have a decent month. Best month in a long time, folks. And you know what he should do? He should, since he's so sure about it, he should pull up on stream, pull it up. Just Google it. Hey, does the FDA regulate coffee?
Ingredient or chemical
You
on
do that.
coffee. That's not the law. I know people on the internet think they understand how it works, but that's not how the FDA actually works. The FDA does not regulate coffee, you f***ing morons. And again, for all
His smugness is insane. To be so smug and be so wrong. Are you guys ready for this? Jared disproving himself in real time, folks.
retards, no. Coffee does not undergo any kind of FDA approval process because the FDA regulates it as a food product, not a drug.
Bro, dude, oh my God, man. Nobody's disproven themselves more than Jer. It's like he just can't help himself, dude. It's like, it's almost impossible to prove somebody flags channels, but somehow Jer got as close as you can without like just outright admitting it, by leaking that email and then lying about the leaked email. And then he's like, I think happened, I think somebody in chat like gaslit him into saying like, hey, yeah, look, actually Google says that it doesn't, FDA doesn't regulate it. I think somebody gaslit him into doing this, and then he didn't read it. He just read the first line and then pulled it up. He just read the first line where it says it does not undergo, and then so he was so smug, and he was just so like, he was like, oh, this will show the trolls. And so he brought it up without fully reading, which is what he does with literally everything, right? Without fully reading it. Does the FDA regulate coffee? It doesn't undergo a formal FDA approval process, but it does regulate it as a food product, not a drug. He realizes it midway through. Get ready for the crash out, folks.
Yeah, I watched a documentary on the internet. Yeah.
Jer.
I'll show him. I'll make him put a sticker on the bag. That'll show him. Yeah, we won, internet. Okay. Yeah, we put a sticker on the flavored coffee. It cost me 1/1000th of a penny. Congratulations. Had the best month ever. Hey, we got him, guys. So yes, there is a sticker on the bag now, which was never required.
Bullshit. And here's how we know he knows it's bullshit. When has this poo pants grifter done anything he wasn't absolutely forced to do or admit? Even the things he should be admitting and doing, he doesn't do. He does it kicking and screaming, right? So there's no way he would do this to all of his, he would like have to change his entire coffee, add this sticker to his entire coffee lineup if he did not absolutely have to.
Acquired by Amazon.
And you know what? Oh yeah, he even admits to it because he says they made me. Oh, they made me put a sticker. We won.
But we'll put it on there. I'm sure we'll get a lot of those people that thought they were going to bring my company down to buy my coffee now.
Yeah, dude, we definitely believe you. Everybody believes you. Yeah, you're definitely not doing that. You're definitely doing that for why would you do this just for trolls? That's insane.
Anyway, there's your clip of the week, guys.
No, that's the clip of the month, buddy. I mean, that's the clip of the month. I mean, we gotta watch this. This is too good, folks. It's too good. We gotta watch this again. Just that, was it? I mean, everybody get your screenshots in, folks.
Because the FDA regulates you morons.
Here we go.
And again, for all the tards, no, coffee does not undergo any kind of FDA approval process because the FDA regulates it as a food product, not a drug.
You could tell the moment he realized what he just read. He's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I watched a documentary on the internet.
Yeah, so Jared changed his labeling when he didn't have to in order.
Put a sticker on the bag.
So he changed his labeling when he didn't have to in order to please people he knows aren't going to buy his coffee. I mean, it's almost such a bad business decision that it actually might be true. Because he's just, he's allergic to good business decisions.
Show him. Yeah, we won, internet. Okay. Yeah, we put a sticker on the flavored coffee. It cost me 1/1000th of a penny. Congratulations. Had the best month ever. Hey, we got him, guys. So yes, there is a sticker on the bag now, which was never required.
Interesting.
By Amazon. But we'll put it on there. I'm sure we'll get a lot of those people that thought they were going to bring my company down to buy my coffee now. Anyway, there's your clip of the week, guys.
I mean, if you hadn't seen that yet, did I undersell it? I mean, there's no way to oversell that clip. That is just the craziest. I put it on Twitter. I mean, actually, it was from Friday, but, you know, been doing, you know, like I said, I've been putting in as much work as I can, folks, to get out our videos and prepare some streams for you. Been trying to make sure to see if we can bring something new to each broadcast as well, too. You know what I mean? Was it our first broadcast? We had that insane Chrissy Mayer stream where she was basically promoting young women going to create. Yeah, she was basically training young women how to create adult content. That was wild. Then we had the potential Jer alt in our second broadcast. And then today we had our large expose of the quartering.com membership.
Okay. I want to support you, bro, while not giving my son a serious.
It's like watching Mr. Hyde turn into Mr. Hyde. It's a good one.
Allergic reaction. Oh, dude, of course. Again, email me, thequartering@gmail or hello@coffeebrandcoffee, and I'll run a check for you. These guys did nothing.
So was somebody asking about like having a serious, like their child has like a serious allergy, right? You know, luckily I don't have any allergies, like any, yeah. But I mean, for people that do, that's like a very serious thing. Was it even Brittany Venti? She said she has a corn allergy. That's got to be a brutal allergy to have. Like corn's in like, I mean, like some form of corn is in like so much, like everything. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
It was a killer.
Like corn
anyway,
flour. I don't know.
Amazon.com.
It's got to be a wild. It's almost like a peanut allergy. You know what I mean? Like there's peanuts in so many things. Same thing with like corn.
Yeah, true. Grok says the FDA doesn't regulate. Yes, of course. I mean,
somebody was definitely gaslighting
people
him.
think I'm not running the company. Any hoozle. Let's get back to work.
Any hoozle.
Yes, free sticker. Yes, that's right. Free stickers.
Free stickers, guys.
Gotcha. Hopefully you don't put together those baskets. You said you're nope, no more gift boxes.
So Brittany Venti, she tried the blueberry the blueberry cobbler that Coffee Brand Coffee made, and it made her sick. Ooh.
Ever again. I'm done with gift boxes. Blueberries on blueberry is on back order. I sent 5 cases yesterday.
You know what? Hey, I can't harp on them. I just butchered that. I just butchered the blueberry cobbler.
It'll be in before that. It'll be in way before that.
The blueberry.
Yeah, not only will you not have to hear me whine and complain about selling gift boxes, I won't be doing them.
X'd it out. Well, X'd it out on the whining and complaining. The boxes, I don't think he's doing. But you see how he contradicts himself? I thought the Mother's Day boxes were his most profitable, his best-selling event of the year. He absolutely said that, right? He said, "Oh, our Mother's Day boxes, that's what they." Oh yeah, he said that like it's what we make our year on. It's like our best time of the year. We got to prepare for it. It's coming. Mother's Day boxes, that's what we do our best. But now you're not doing them at all. That's like, imagine you had a company and you did the best business you ever, the number one, what was it? The most business you did all year was Memorial Day sales. And then eventually you're just like, you know what? Let's not do Memorial Day sales anymore. Like what? That's insane. Jeremy Hambley's here on Kick. What's going on? Jeremy Hambley, hello.
What were some of my other bad flavors? Tiger's Blood. I loved it. I'll probably have to sunset Tiger's Blood. It doesn't sell as good as I thought. I mean, it tastes amazing. I think it's our best tasting coffee, but the consumer doesn't. And I think partially because I called it Tiger's Blood. I think that was stupid. I should have called it like Fruit Blast or something like that. Because it really tastes like watermelon and strawberry and coconut. Like, it's really good. And the flavor is really intense. But I called it Tiger's Blood, and I think that was a huge mistake. Tropical Sunrise. Ooh,
names
I like that.
That's what's so crazy. He's the marketing genius, though, right? The marketing genius. Terrible coffee company name, terrible coffee name. It's just like, Here's the thing. You don't got to be perfect, but it's like,
Name. I like that. I really like that name. I might Hassan Piker that. But see, Tropical Sunrise, well, it does tell you it's tropical. Don't change it to Tiger Seaman. Well, I did test Tiger Seaman for a little while as a flavor name.
oh. He had to add that at the end, didn't he? He almost forgot to add that at the end. He was like, oh, shoot.
And it didn't test well. The problem was the flavor was like so like
salty?
unique. I couldn't call it watermelon. I couldn't call it strawberry. I couldn't call it coconut. So I was like, oh, tiger's blood. That's cool. Dumb. Not enough people tried it. Tangerine. I don't know why. Nobody wants orange flavored coffee.
That sounds terrible, man. Orange flavored coffee? That sounds terrible. Oh my gosh. Come on, Jer.
We had orange.
Oh, by the way, yeah, when you look up his coffee, there's like 20 different SKUs. That's crazy. No like real coffee company would have that many SKUs. That's
had like
insane.
orange dreamsicle for a while. Orange cream. And I thought it tasted like creamsicle, but that also didn't sell very well. So, you know, you can't like,
I don't know.
You can't,
Like I said, nobody knows the actual truth of this coffee company.
you test things, and sometimes products, they do well.
He's
Sometimes they
SEO-less.
don't. And if you're a small business like I am, you can't just keep having a flavor that sits and gets old, you know?
What's strange, and did I have it up here? But he brings up earlier his Jack-o'-lantern coffee. Yeah, he said he's like, oh, it's very popular, but it was 50% off on like clearance. And I'm assuming if it's the Jack-o'-lantern coffee, is that he actually brought it up in Halloween? I'm guessing it was a Halloween sale or a Halloween flavor, but it's just still around because nobody bought it.
Once it gets old, then you
Also, what is Jack-o'-lantern flavor? Is it like a pumpkin?
can't sell it. Like, I don't sell old coffee. Change the
We're
name
trying to
with
find the
disclaimer.
truth.
I might
The
try
tr-
that. Just
the
call
truth is
it
out
that
there.
on Amazon. And the other thing I could do, I could sticker the bags. I could print like a cool.
We need
color
Mueller and Scully
sticker
on
and
this
just put it over the top
investigation.
of the tiger's blood, and just call it Tropical Sunrise, formerly Tiger's Blood, on the sticker.
There's going to be another sticker on the bags. I like your style, Mr. Flurgandy. So sorry you missed out on the 3XL briefs. Me too, brother. Thank you very much, Hanging Laundry. I'm going to do my best.
It doesn't. It's no big deal to put a sticker on. They cost nothing, so I could do that. I could stick it. That's actually not.
We
a
are
bad idea.
unfortunately
Just sticker the
briefless.
bag over Tiger's Blood and just have it say Tropical Sunrise (parentheses formerly Tiger's Blood).
That is a terrible idea. That. All right.
There we go. We're fixing the business right now.
Yeah, we're literally in the middle of a business meeting. He is literally talking about what he should be doing to his coffee bags on stream. This is your serious news content, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Help me fix my coffee company because it's definitely not failing. You know, I really hope he saw my message on Twitter of my message to Jer on Twitter of just like, just a brief summation. It's like he really just needs to sit down and watch a single episode, a single stream from the point of view of a customer, of a brand new viewer, and be like, would I actually be entertained by this as a new viewer? And it's like, absolutely not, you wouldn't, man. Like, you've got to watch your broadcast back. I watch these broadcasts back, see what I can do better. But even me is like, it's like, oh, he's a nobody. And hey, I am. But even I know that you should be preparing these streams, that you should be watching yourselves back and seeing how you should be improving, how you should be improving the product that you're putting out there into the world. And but if you actually sat back and critiqued yourself sincerely, you would realize that the product you are putting out into the world is poor. And that's why the audience is dwindling.
I really want that flavor to
And that's why Channel 4 on food. That's why Channel 4 News with Don Flurgandy is on a rocket ship to the top, people.
survive because it's really good.
Channel Foo.
Oh, I was ripped off. It said tiger's blood.
That's our Chinatown edition. Channel Foo oh Foo.
But it's underneath. Look what I revealed.
Sorry.
I exposed him.
Oh, here we go.
Talk about our regular coffee lineup, and I'll end up with that, is really, really good.
Straight to the
I
moon,
think it
baby.
holds up against anybody's 100% money back guarantee. Our double caffeinated is extremely good. It's super light, super caffeinated, all natural caffeine. A lot of coffee companies that sell like crazy amounts of caffeine in their coffee, they add it. It's like a powder.
You would have to care about the quality of the content. Jared's more of a quantity guy. Yeah. Yeah,
Additive
unfortunately, that
caffeine
is
to the
true.
coffee. We achieve the higher caffeine count via roasting. We don't add it in secondarily. For these people that want quadruple caffeinated coffee. I'm not going to name names or anything,
Caffeine.
but you can find out who's doing that because they have to disclose that. But any tweet she mentions Zionism or Jews gets way more tweets than her regular, or way more likes.
Oh,
and
here he
retweets than her
goes.
regular tweets.
Into
That's
the
just true.
seed sesh about
In my
Candace
opinion.
again.
Astrally projected. The vibes aren't vibing. I say it's true because I feel it's true, not because I have evidence.
That's
But hopefully
insane.
This will, again, you can go to Russia and do speak.
So,
I'm not
hold on. I forgot how ridiculous this was.
saying she can't. I say it's true because I feel it's true, not because I've way more tweets than her regular, or way more likes and retweets than her regular tweets. That's just
Oh, her
true,
tweets about Zionism.
in my opinion. Astrally projected. The vibes aren't
In my opinion, astrally project. What? Just have a stance.
vibing. I say it's true because I feel it's true, not because I have evidence. But hopefully, this
We're almost
will-
at the end of this, by the way, folks.
Well, again, you can go to Russia and do speak. I'm not saying she can't or shouldn't do that, but I'm saying she lied. She misrepresented her trip there. And I think, I suspect, I astrally projected, I had a dream, I vibed, that she probably lied about her trip to Italy too. Will her viewers care? I don't know.
Hold on, I just had to read this real quick. So, GDad Fan 88, Simcast has 100,000 subs, only 198 live viewers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially trouncing Simpcast. Because as I'm looking on our YouTube, it says we currently have 237 concurrent viewers. And then our Kick is at 50 something as well, too. So I honestly don't. Yeah, like 50 something viewers, too. This is our third stream, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine where we're going to be in a week, in a month, in a year. Come on now.
But
Strap in
I'm
and
still gonna
strap
report
on.
it either way. And with that, I'm going to wrap up the Friday
That's just becoming a saying around here.
So check out CBC, Amazon.com, buy a bag, make a hater cry. I think our product is the best
Make
on
a
the
hater
market.
cry.
I think you're going to have a hard time finding
I'm crying,
better
Jer. Are you guys crying?
non-flavored or
I know I'm
flavored
crying.
coffee. I guarantee you,
Crying of
in
laughter.
my opinion, astrally projecting, it's better than any other YouTuber's coffee.
What is
That's
this
just my
astrally?
opinion. Non-flavored or flavored coffee. I guarantee make a hater cry. I think our product is the best on the market. I think you're going to have a hard time finding a better non-flavored or flavored coffee. I guarantee you, in my opinion, astrally projecting, it's better than any other YouTuber's coffee. That's just my opinion. I stand by our brand. And I may do a weekend stream. I may actually do a weekend stream. Where can I get Tiger's Blood?
The weekend stream never came into fruition, folks.
It's on CBCAmazon.com. And hopefully we'll see you this weekend. I'll probably do another stream because why not? I have.
Oh, Candace talks about astral projection. Okay, I don't watch her stuff. Like, I know who she is, and I've seen her, I like, you know what I mean? I know her and everything like that, but I just haven't watched like a stream of hers.
fun with these early streams, and now I'm used to getting up early. So maybe we'll do an early Saturday morning stream. I don't know. You guys have a wonderful day. Have a safe weekend.
Didn't happen.
And
He only did one stream on Friday, even.
see you back for sure Monday morning at 9 Eastern, but maybe a little surprise stream over the weekend. So make sure you follow.
Now, we did get a surprise Twitter return, but we got no stream.
The Rumble
He's
app.
too busy tweeting. All right, folks. I mean, that was an insane crash out, was it not? Did I oversell it? I don't think I did. I'm telling you, I don't think I did oversell it. That was like insane. That was absolutely incredible. Now, there was one other thing. Now, I'm wondering, the coffee crash out was absolutely epic. Yeah, it absolutely was. Now, I was thinking about going over Scott Schaefer's video, because he made a new video. Was it last night? Was it last night or the night before? And who do you think it was about? It was about our favorite YouTuber, The Quartering. Okay, it was 2 days ago. Yeah, not last night, but the night before.
Over the past few months, a large...
And so he goes into... It's not a super long video, by the way. It's a 12-minute video. So, yeah, let's do this tonight. Why not? Why not? So, sorry about that, folks. So he goes over... He really focuses in on his content theft. And you want more? Well, we got more. Well, we're just going to be watching. It is a good video. It is a good video. It really is. I like his setup. I've not watched a lot of his stuff. But I've watched this video, by the way, but yeah.
Commentary YouTuber named...
Ooh, that's very low, isn't it?
Has come under fire.
Hold on. Oh shoot, I'm in a weird it's like over another YouTube video, so I can't tell which is my volume and which is All right, hold on, I found it.
Over the past few months, a
There we
large
go.
commentary YouTuber named The Quartering has come under fire
There we
for
go.
a
Sorry
number of
about
issues
that.
ranging from content theft, the possible illegal way he operates his merch company known as Coffee Brand Coffee, and his apparent attempt to silence and take down the YouTube channels of some of the biggest critics who have called him out. I wanted to look into these claims to see what I could find, and unfortunately it seems like this guy is far worse than I initially believed. The first thing I want to address is his very blatant and ongoing content thievery that The Quartering, whose real name is Jeremy, is doing. His main channel videos are him mostly just reading other people's articles, and for the most part, whether you agree with his takes or not,
True.
that content is mostly fine. The real issue of content thievery lies in Jeremy's shorts content. He posts multiple shorts a day, and that is nothing but stolen footage where he puts the bare minimum effort of throwing a few seconds of him in the short at the start to make it seem like he's adding to the content in some way when he really isn't doing anything at all.
We have an education problem in this country. Yikes. Check this out.
Oh.
There is an O, yeah.
How he has not been taken down by YouTube. Well, I shouldn't say taken down, but how he has not been stopped doing these blatant content thefts is insane. I mean, I guess they're too big. Is YouTube just entirely asleep at the wheel now? Is everything just automated? Everything's just done by their AI now? Because all the real content creators are just out there getting smoked by inauthentic content, or they're getting false flagged. And then we got this guy, 2 million sub channel, just out here stealing content left and right. It's insane. Stealing from primetime television, like The Price is Right. That's absurd. I would say that's ballsy. Stealing from actual television. That's crazy.
Anything else?
I'd like to solve.
Okay.
Now that short I showed you has him in it for a total of 4 seconds, and then plays over a minute-long clip from the TV show Wheel of Fortune. Not once does Jeremy appear on screen or react to the content in any way after that. He just blatantly steals the clip and does the bare minimum to slightly change it so it doesn't get flagged as stolen content, and uploads it as his own.
How?
This isn't an isolated incident either. He has uploaded thousands of these shorts all the same way, with him being on the screen for just a few seconds, and then the stolen content played without any edits.
We have a loneliness epidemic out there, and it's real. Check this out.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I don't
Are
get
good.
too is it's not like his views just keep going down and down, and he's not making money off them. why doesn't he just stop? Because he said he thought that he was gonna. He's like, oh, it's bringing viewers to my channel. Is it? The Jeremy Hambley channel gets maximum 10K on like videos, right? Yeah, like from what I've seen, there were like 5 to 10K views on them, and then the Quartering channel is just. Here's the thing: there's nothing can tell you more of the Quartering channel's failure than Jeremy Hambley himself, because there's no way if you have a 2 million thriving sub channel, you're not wasting your time, you know, posting endless shorts and multiple videos on a random Jeremy Hambley channel that's getting like barely double digit, you know, thousands views. That's insane.
Parent, I think a good one. Check this out.
You know, you'd be posting to your main, getting sponsorships, getting ad rev, all that stuff. Nope.
Surveillance is everywhere. Be aware. Check this out. This is what happens when the FBI knocks on your door over social media posts. Yikes. Check this out.
Yikes.
I think streaming was a mistake. Check this out.
You see how they all have the black
crazy
shirt?
People are everywhere, and this one's nuts. Check it
He's
out.
all wearing the same shirt.
Just getting ready to.
Webster's dictionary defines FAFO as.
Now, here's the thing. You may think that they may be all from the same day, but they may not be. I like I said, I've found this issue when I make videos about them too. It's like you try to find variety, but you go through I'll go through different weeks and different days, and they're just all the same shirts.
The following video. Check this out.
They're always dirty.
It's definitely time to bring back shame. Check this out.
It is.
It's my opinion that we need to.
This Karen couldn't believe someone fought back. Love it. Check this out.
This is by far some of the worst content theft I have ever seen on
It really
YouTube.
is.
Now, years ago, I did a video on singer Jason Derulo.
His subs
who,
keep
after
going
the
up.
pandemic-
Here's the thing. I know some people look more into this, so I'm not gonna. Just a little bit. Sorry to get a little bit sidetracked here. So I had another YouTube channel that I made. I'm not gonna really speak on it too much, right? But I got it up to like, about a little over 250 subs in like a month and a half or two or something like that, right? And what I did is I wanted to try out, because they would show you like these YouTube ads, because this is what I think he's doing and what I think is actually torching him too. So YouTube has this ad program where it's like, hey, we'll promote your videos and whatnot, right? And since I was getting a little bit of traction on the YouTube channel, I'm like, okay, well, let me try these YouTube ads and see what they actually are, right? People have investigated this a little bit. This is purely speculation, but I really think that YouTube is just like sending bots to it. Like, because basically here's the thing. You do get more views and you can get more subs from it, but they were like completely unengaging. They were completely unengaging viewers, completely unengaging subscribers. And so I didn't do it again because it like plowed the video. It just, you know what I mean? Plowed. It literally just like dove that video into the ground, into the dirt, because it's like you technically have more, you know, it technically does give you some views and whatnot, but it's just because you're not really getting watch time, you're not actually getting interaction. It just destroys it. And so I think what like Jer is, I think he's buying these YouTube Google ads, not realizing that it's actually destroying these videos.
Turned his YouTube channel into a shorts reaction channel. At the time, his content theft was.
It's for smaller channels to get started, not million sub channels. I think I'm telling you, I really think there's going to, like I said, purely speculation. I have nothing about this, right? Because this is Google and YouTube we're talking about. I think there's going to be like some huge exposed coming out years or whatever down the road that this whole ad program was just like nonsense. I don't know. It just seemed super. It did not. Here's what I'll say. It did not seem natural. It didn't seem like I was just getting like, I'm sure like some of them may have been, but it just didn't seem like I was getting like actual like real viewers with real engagement. It just didn't. It seemed, yeah. Anyways,
some of the worst on the platform. He would reuse the same clip of
obviously
himself.
we're all about integrity here, so I'm not going to go throwing
stolen
accusations.
Shorts, and was making tens
Especially
of
not at
thousands of
YouTube.
dollars a month doing this. After doing some research, Jason seems to have only 3 clips of himself that he has just copy pasted onto every single video he steals to make it look like he's reacting to it. The first clip is of him in a cutoff shirt and a baseball cap.
That's brutal. I didn't
The
know.
second
So I
clip
didn't
is
know
of
that
him
Jason
shirtless,
Derulo
walking
did this
on a
until
treadmill
I remember
and
hearing about
smiling.
this, but I didn't realize how bad it was until I saw it in this video. So he just
And
recorded.
the third copy-paste video is of him eating from a bag of Sour Patch Kids and then making a surprised face.
That is crazy.
Now, at the time, I thought that was the
Facebook
most
sued over their bot problem with ads. Really?
low-effort content.
Really? I'm gonna have to look into that. I wasn't sure about that. I knew that some YouTubers have made videos about the ad program, about like the ad promotion program, and it just didn't seem good. But I'll have to look into that.
Left out there, but Jeremy takes it to a whole new level and makes Derulo look like a saint, since Jeremy can't even be bothered to paste himself over the entire short like Jason did. The only thing Jeremy does is paste his watermark over the entire stolen content, which is a huge
That
pet
is
peeve for me personally, because
It's like, have you no shame, man? It's just like stealing content like that is crazy. But then just to plaster your watermark over something you didn't, that is crazy. Well, not even, and he doesn't even credit any of the people in these videos. Not only does he not credit them, he puts his own damn watermark over it. I would say, how do you sleep at night? But we know you don't.
I don't like when content creators watermark content they don't actually own. Now, believe it or not, there is an ethical way to do reaction shorts to content you don't own, and I talked to one of the biggest shorts reaction channels named Stanimus to show how Jeremy could ethically react to
This
other
was actually
content.
this is actually great. The lengths that this guy goes through is crazy. This might be the most I don't know, like I don't know.
without being a content thief.
It's hard to explain,
We'll
but
take a look at Stanimus' response after a word from today's sponsor. Dealing with big wireless usually feels a lot like a full-time job you never
we'll watch
actually
this. We'll
applied
watch
for.
the ad.
Between the marathon-length hold music and those surprise fees,
If I'm
it's
watching
a
it on
lot.
stream, I'm gonna
Mint
watch
Mobile is
the
the
ad.
first company I've seen that actually treats us like adults. Instead of dragging you into a physical store to pitch you a $120 plan you don't need,
I think, hey,
they
if
put
I'm
the
gonna watch
power
this
in
guy's
your
content-
hands. You shop online, pick exactly what fits your life, and skip the fluorescent lit headache entirely.
Mint Mobile,
Every
people.
plan comes with unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, plus free calling to Mexico,
I feel like I've heard of
Canada,
them, but
and the UK.
I don't know.
And when they say coverage, they mean it. We're talking 5G for 98% of Americans and 4G LTE for 99%. Whether you're at home or you're out in the middle
Jesus.
of nowhere, you're covered. What actually sets Mint apart is that they don't force you into a one-size-fits-all trap. You can grab a 3, 6, or 12-month plan and pick the data that actually fits
I
your
don't know.
life, whether that's 5 gigabytes, 15
I'm gonna be
gigabytes,
honest, folks,
20
there's no way I
gigabytes,
can make
or
this
the full
entertaining.
Unlimited. You aren't overpaying for data you never touch.
Here's the thing, though. I just feel like
96% of
crap
users
if
rate themselves
I'm gonna
as
watch this
highly
guy's video and
satisfied
then
with Mint's customer care. If you're ready
skip
to
over his
stop the
sponsor.
wireless headache, check out the link pinned below.
There you go.
New
Hit the
customers
QR
can
code
snag
for,
premium
Scotch
wireless
A for
starting at just
everybody.
$15 a month.
Ryan
They only partner with
flipped
brands
Mint
that actually
Mobile?
respect their customers.
I use
and Mint is
Verizon.
at the top of that list. Huge thanks again to Mint Mobile. Go ahead and hit that link below and see what you can
He
save.
steals from a lot of-
Now,
so
like I
Quarter
said,
Pounder
you
steals
can
from a lot of
ethically react to shorts
foreign
and not steal
Sorry
from
about-
people. Stanimus is
The one
one
thing I
of the
noticed
largest
is-
shorts reaction.
Jesus. Pause. There's one thing I was noticing from my previous broadcast is I would accidentally I'd be talking while the video was still playing, so it was hard to hear me. So yeah, sorry about that.
Channels on YouTube and gets 40 million views a month.
See, I actually do watch this stuff back, you know.
Reacting to other people's content. However, he doesn't steal any content at
So
all.
look at the lengths this
and
guy
actually
goes.
reaches out to all the owners of the content he reacts to before making a video to get permission from them. Any large channel like Jeremy who wants to use other people's content as shorts should be doing this as well. Stanimus sent over a short video showing the lengths he actually goes to get permission to react to all the content.
Hello everyone, Stan Price here, also known as Stanimus. Scott asked me to show you guys what an ethical reaction channel looks like, and I'm more than happy to do that. So for my reaction channel, a lot of people don't know, I actually do get
Look at this spreadsheet.
permission for all these videos on my channel.
That's a lot of numbers.
For the most part, we have some pre-approved type of rules, but we're mostly
I'm sorry, he's like peeking.
talking about like somebody shot a video with their phone, or somebody came up with an idea for a YouTube video and like planned it out and shot their idea for a YouTube video. Somebody owns the copyright at the end of a video, and we track down who they are so we can ask them permission. Hey, can we use your video in a reaction channel? And we throw in, we'll
Isn't this insane?
watermark you in the video and we'll tag you in the title. Here you could see, here's some videos I've used recently. And here's some unused videos that are ready to go. These people have been contacted and they have given us a yes. They said, yes, you can use our video. Sometimes they have special instructions. Well, you know, a lot of times people want to have a link after it's posted. We'll send that to them because they just want to see it. Here's a bunch of videos where we are waiting for a response. We've sent out messages.
I mean, must be the, like Alyssa Clips. She asked before she posts. Yeah, Alyssa Clips is awesome. She's asked me to post clips before as well, too. Yeah, Alyssa Clips is great. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have started posting to the YouTube if it wasn't for her. Because I just, you know, wasn't sure on a couple of things on what I could post and whatnot. But yeah, she was a huge help to getting my YouTube started. So
As we said what we wanted
huge shout
to
out
do.
to Alyssa.
And these are pending. We have follow-up messages sometimes. Here's a bunch that we're working on right now. Here's somewhere we can't
I'll be
figure
honest,
out
I didn't
who-
know that somebody like this guy existed. I'm not saying like his channel, but I mean like somebody that goes through these lengths to make sure that they're doing appropriate reaction. That's, I mean, hats off to him, man. That is a lot of work. At this point, just make content. At this point, just make videos. I don't know.
originally owns it. I have a couple of people that help me with this full time. It's a lot of work, but it really is just the right thing to do as a reaction channel, in my opinion.
The Quartering should be doing the same as well. He has the funds to hire people to appear on his channel, as he employs Melanie Mack and Hannah Claire on his live stream channel.
Oh yeah,
and he's
Daily
talked
Dose
about
probably does
having
too.
a
Yeah.
shorts guy who makes the shorts for him. If he has the funds to do all of this, then he has
Oh, true. That's right. He did say specifically he had a shorts guy too. That's right.
the funds to hire someone to get permission to use other people's content.
Again, folks, let me just shout this out real quick. Like the stream, follow the fastest growing news channel on the internet, Channel 44 News with Don Flurgandy, guest host Baxter.
As well, but there is no inclination that he is actually making any attempt to do that. A 2 million subscriber YouTube channel puts him in the top 0.05% of all creators on the platform, and it's unacceptable for such a large creator to blatantly steal from other content to grow their channel. To make matters worse, pretty much all of his growth over the past year or so has come exclusively
bull
from
list?
his stolen shorts content. If you use a site like ViewStats, it shows a breakdown a creator is getting from shorts and long-form views, and 85% of his views now come from stolen short content.
85%. I remember Kino Casino talking a bit like this. Another huge, you know, just a quick shout out to them too. I feel like I haven't shouted them out enough. You know, Alyssa Clips, thank you so much for helping me on YouTube. But Kino Casino, their boosting of the fastest growing, you know, news channel on the internet. Obviously huge thanks to those guys. But yeah, 85% is insane.
Without this,
I feel like I don't shout them out enough, but to be honest, what do I need? You know, I do it just for, you know, to make sure I do get it out there. But if you know of me, you probably know of Kino Casino. But just so I do thank them properly. But yeah.
content, Jeremy would most likely be losing subscribers at this point, so it becomes clearer.
But yeah, I think, and remember, so I forget what stream it was, but if you guys will remember, so Quartering brought up on a stream somewhat recently that he wanted to retire in a few years. Do you guys remember this? What I think his plan is, I think he's trying to fudge these numbers, get one last real good contract from sponsorships, and then try to ride that as much as he can. But I think that's really why he's trying to do this. Channel 5 doesn't stand a chance against 404? Absolutely not. I mean, it's a greater number. I mean, 5 isn't even close to 404, you know what I'm saying? So, as far as like Jeremy goes, I really think he's trying to fudge these numbers. Here's the thing though, sponsors have been like hugely behind on internet trends. They've been just getting ripped off by streamers and YouTubers for years because they just don't understand how these trends work. You know what I mean? Like how this actually works. I mean, he pretty much swindled Rumble into that multi-million-dollar deal And I mean, Rumble, that's got to be their biggest mistake, right? Like they've got to be dreading the day that they sign that deal with Quartering. I mean, that's $1 million loss easily, right? So,
why he is leaning so hard into shorts.
but yeah, that's what, but yeah, that's what I think he's doing. That's why I think he's pushing so hard on these, because the shorts don't make him money. They're not actually pulling real viewers or real, you know what I mean? New subscribers. And long-term viewers. I think he's just trying to fudge the views number so that way he can pull one last sponsor bag.
Since it keeps his subscriber
I'm starting 808 channel news.
growing. This type of blatant
Better
theft
not.
would get a channel deleted if it was in long-form videos.
You're gonna have
but
to
for
answer
some
to
reason,
Baxter if you do
YouTube
that.
allows this to continue in shorts. It needs to stop, and I do hope that Jeremy eventually realizes he needs to stop doing this. Even Jason Derulo eventually stopped stealing shorts, and now all his new shorts are just him, so who knows? Maybe Jeremy will stop if enough people call him out for doing this. Next, I want to talk about his coffee company named Coffee Brand Coffee, which he created a number of years ago to be able to sell a product directly to his audience.
Here we go, the
and
coffee.
claimed
I
it was
will
all-
say I apologize, folks. I know that was one answer people were looking for in my investigation, was finding out exactly what the oranges were for. I'm afraid to admit I think we will never find out.
Also because he was sick of companies becoming too political, so his coffee company would always remain neutral. It appears that Jeremy is not operating his coffee company correctly and has been dishonest about where and who is making his coffee. He has claimed many times on his channel that his team brews the coffee, and it's not a white label product of some other company.
We roast our own beans. This isn't some drop ship thing. We have our own fulfillment facility. We have our own customer service. I personally dial in every single blend when it comes down to the flavor and how long it's roasted, what temperature it's roasted, the level of darkness. I'm deeply involved.
If Jeremy has his own facility making the different coffee blends he sells,
Do you want his grubby hands on your coffee beans? I feel like that's the opposite of a value point. You know?
this should be registered with the FDA, and his facility should be on file. It should also list the address on any food product sold, but multiple people who have ordered his coffee have said that information isn't on there, and the company's facility addresses isn't listed anywhere on his website as well. The entire thing seems incredibly shifty, and seems like he's trying to hide that he's just white labeling someone else's product, since he won't tell anyone where his facility actually is. Another YouTuber named Luther Morgan has done a bunch of videos looking into
Luther Morgan, huge shout out.
this to try and find where Jeremy makes his coffee, and at one point even bought some of the Quartering's coffee from his Amazon store. Once it arrived, the packaging didn't provide any information that helped identify where it was from. Now, I decided to see if I could find out, so I bought some coffee directly from the Coffee Brand Coffee website to see where it would be shipped from. I did this because buying from Amazon means they have the product in their warehouse and it just ships from them, so buying directly from Jeremy's website should give me more info. The tracking info told me the item was shipped from Phoenix, Arizona.
It's just so funny how much business has been riled up just to find how much business he's riled up just to like either troll him or to prove that his coffee company's a sham.
Item arrived.
Everybody's buying a bag, or I'm out here buying his membership.
See, the return address on the box
is
was
funny.
listed as 3626 East Southern Avenue, Suite 2,
Best
Phoenix,
month ever.
Arizona. I looked up who is operating at that address, and it came up as
It's
a
funny,
company
he said
called
that to own the
Midstate
trolls, but I don't
Machinery,
think he
and they are in
realized.
Suite 2 like
Shit, sorry, I meant to pause that. He said that to own the trolls, but I don't think he realized that he admitted that, well, he was having bad months then. If that was his best month ever, then what?
the return address was listed as.
Best month we had in a long
I reached
time.
out to the company and asked if they had a Coffee Brand Coffee company sharing the location with them, and they had never heard of the company, so I really don't know
I'm
what
sorry,
to
let me
make
go
of
back on
why
this.
my
Sorry about that,
return
folks.
address for the coffee never operating at Southern Avenue. I could see the return address on the box was listed
So he bought the
as
coffee.
3626 East Southern Avenue,
Got the return
Suite
address.
2, Phoenix, Arizona. I looked up who is operating at that address, and it came up as a company called Midstate Machinery, and they are in
Interesting.
Suite 2 like the return address was listed as. I reached out to the company and asked if they had a coffee brand coffee company sharing the location with them, and they had never heard of the company, so I really don't know what to make of why my return address for the coffee I ordered links back to a business that has no connection to the Quarterings Coffee Company. Sounds incredibly shady to list the wrong address on shipping slips so people don't know where your company is really located at. Now, I did some more digging, and the location in Suite 1 is a company called Kintetsu World Express, which is a freight forwarding company. So it seems like he is using this company to forward his packages and doesn't actually operate out of this business complex, and for whatever reason, it was just marked as Suite 2.
A major Japanese global freight forwarding and logistics company. He's using a Japanese forwarding and freight company? Interesting. But yeah, so just just in case you missed that a bit. So he ordered directly from Coffee Brand Coffee to see if it would have the return address of the manufacturing, plant. And it didn't. It had a address to an office building. The actual address led to somebody that wasn't affiliated with him at all. But, hey, Scott Schaefer, in his investigative skills, he looked at the other office spaces in that same building and found this Japanese freight forwarding and logistics company. So here's the thing. Was it a honest mistake? Or is he doing that? Or is he doing that on purpose to hide the, is he doing that on purpose to actually hide the real address? I don't know. Either way, that's pretty shady.
Now, the bag that was sent to me exposed that Jeremy is not running this company correctly. Every coffee bag must list 3 things to comply with FDA rules. It must first have a
Hold on, this guy must not have seen Jeremy's stream, because obviously they don't.
Of identity telling what's inside the bag, which the packaging I received did. Second, it must have net quantity of contents, which it does, stating it's 12 ounces. And finally, it must state the name and place of business. The product does not list anywhere on the packaging where this business is located, making it non-compliant with FDA labeling rules. While plain coffee doesn't need nutritional labels, if your coffee has additives like flavoring, then that information must be on the label as well, and none of that is listed anywhere on the package. It doesn't even have a sell-by date on the packaging either. Any food-based product needs to have a business address listed on the packaging, and just grabbing a few other items I had in my house, they all show the business address. The creatine supplement I have show the business address. Even the cat treats I have show the business address. This is
obviously, right? Because you have to know, when you're talking about food or drinks, anything you're ingesting, you have to know where it comes from. And here's the thing, I'm guessing one of the reasons you didn't want to is like, oh, I don't want like people from online finding me in like the trolls or whatever. That's why a lot of people don't want. First of all, it's why a lot of people do white label, so they don't have to worry about people harassing if they get into a drama or like a scandal or whatever, they don't have to worry about people harassing their company. But also, it's like when you deal with food and drinks, it's like you have to. And that's why a lot of people don't want to deal with all that nonsense, because it probably would be annoying for people coming to. But hey, this is what you have to do. If you're making food, if you're making drinks, something like that, like you have to have this information. People have to know where to find your business. Doesn't matter if you're a YouTuber. Like that's
Business 101. And for some reason, he's been selling his coffee for years, being non-compliant with basic FDA packaging guidelines. Now, there has been a bunch of people who have tried to find where Jeremy is packaging his coffee, and while there are a few theories, no one has been able to crack the case as of yet. I do have to give credit to Jeremy for
it's an unsolved mystery, folks.
hiding his tracks so efficiently, but ultimately he is operating illegally by not labeling his packaging correctly, and that needs to be fixed. I have no idea how this coffee company
guy must not have gotten the sticker.
Has been able to operate for years like this. It's truly baffling to me. Now, finally, I want to talk about Jeremy apparently attempting to silence his critics. One of the main channels that has been attacking Jeremy is known as Kino Casino, who do a live stream.
Hey, there we go. Kino Casino dub.
They also have a backup YouTube channel with a lot of their clips from the live stream. And when these guys started going after Jeremy, he made threats about going after their channel. And then magically,
look at these. They don't leave my family out of it. I'm going to have to take everything they have. I'll never apologize for it either. I haven't done any flagging. Their channel is a walking TOS violation. I know they're ban evading. It would have been way easier to have their channel removed. I haven't done that.
Shortly after, their channel was deleted by YouTube.
Yeah, shortly
Another
after these
creator,
texts.
Nicholas Diorio, made a
And then he
video
was confused why anybody had blamed him about it.
covering the quartering, and then his video on him was hit with a harassment violation. Now, there is
That
no
got
direct
reinstated, by
evidence
the
that
way,
Jeremy is
Diorio.
the one doing these takedowns, but from the past threats he's made, a lot of people think he's behind
But
it.
unfortunately, Kino has
I'm
not
not a
been.
fan of anyone trying to take down valid criticism. I had that happen to me recently when a dentist filed a trademark lawsuit to get my video about him taken down. Doing stuff like that will only bring more attention to the story, and I do hope that if Jeremy is actually doing this, he stops, because it will only lead to more and more people dogpiling him as they believe he is trying to silence his critics. It's the Streisand effect and never ends up working. Let me know what you think about this whole story, from the blatant content theft to the non-compliant coffee brand. Do you think the quartering is getting way too much hate from critics, or based on what I showed today, do you think he deserves the criticism he's gotten? Let me know in the comments below.
Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Isn't that what he says? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. How did everybody enjoy the broadcast tonight? Patty Quinn, thanks for the follow. Blackjack the Gamer, NJ Ken, McKay, thank you so much for the follow. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything here. We'll have the super chats and everything like that for next stream for sure. We'll see if it updates in YouTube system here. Reminder for Don Flurgany in the chat, people have been thrown in prison based on circumstantial evidence that is comparatively is more sketchy and muddy than the timeline of the casino clip. Yeah. Johnny Pretzels with 5 subs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. And Platty Stein with the Rage Quit for 500 kicks. Thank you so much. Cheers. Cheers to you, my friend. I had a good weekend. How was yours? It's ending off on a high note. It is Sunday night. It's the end of our weekend. I hope I was able to end yours on a high note as well. Hey, you know, I'm just disappointed I could not get my polyester camouflage quadruple X boxer briefs. It's just, you know, I'll see if I can get over it after a warm cup of coffee. Well, actually, no, I couldn't even get my, you know what? That's right. I couldn't get my discount on the coffee either. Unlucky. Let me make sure, just before I head out here, folks, let me make sure I didn't miss any follows or anything like that, because I would feel like a complete jerk if I did do that. Sorry if I did miss the follows from earlier. Thank you so much for following the fastest growing news network on the internet. Trent Johnson, yes, thanks again for those 5 subs. Thank you so much. Make sure if somebody does give you a sub, make sure to thank him in the chat. All right, guys. Let me see. All right, perfect. All right. So, oh, click something there. Again, when I first started looking at this membership thing, I honestly couldn't believe it. I thought it was going to be, you know, I thought there was going to be some, you know, broken promises or whatnot, but it honestly, I didn't expect as much as I found there, to be honest. But again, just to reiterate, I do want to reiterate this, right? Do I think that he just concocted this website to completely rip people off and, you know, just to directly swindle people? No, I don't think that's it. I think that he, you know, like many things, he's got this elaborate plan to start his great website, and it's gonna grow the community. You know, it's gonna just be great for the business and everything like that. And I think once it didn't churn out the memberships that he thought it was, it didn't churn out the memberships he thought it was going to, right? And then he lost interest. He lost interest in creating. He's like, I'm not even making much money from there. Why would I make content exclusive for those guys? And that is my guess, right? So, but is it still wrong? Absolutely. It's absolutely right. Impressive hair. Thank you very much. Again, I do condition it 4 times a day, so. All right. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here tonight on Channel 404 News. I hope you had a wonderful Sunday night with us tonight. Baxter thanks you. Oh, do we want a quick Baxter break before we head out here for the night? Hold on. Hold on. Hello, Baxter. There you go. There you go, Baxter. Say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye to the people. Goodbye, people. Goodbye. All right, Channel 404 enjoyers, good evening and good night. I'm Don Flurgandy. Catch you next time.